the town. Everywhere we go, we bring the curtains down. Sandor's got his head up in the clouds so high. And parties dropping, truth bombs making grown men cry. We swear like sailors cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like our life's devotion. The bars and cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. Sanders got a mouth that never knows when to quit. He'll say the wrong thing just for the hell of it. Froggy's on a rant about the state of the nation, while Sanders in the corner lacking concentration. We swear like sailors cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like our life's devotion. The bars and cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another cause the night's getting finer. Shander's a dreamer with his head in the world. Froggy's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. Tried to flirt, but it turned into a mess. He called her a lady, she heard hot mess. Farty's on his soapbox, preaching to the crowd, but all they hear is noise, cause he's way too loud. We swear like sailors, cause a big commotion. Getting thrown out, it's like our life's devotion. The bars and cafes, they show us the door. But we keep on laughing, yeah, we keep asking for more. So if you see us coming, better lock the door. Cause Sandra and Farty are always looking for more. We're a whirlwind of chaos, a two-man parade. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till our legend is made. Kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another cause the night's getting finer. Shander's a dreamer with his head in a whirl. Farty's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. We've been banned from the bar, kicked out of the diner, but we'll just find another cause the night's getting finer. Shander's a dreamer with his head in a whirl. Farty's got opinions that'll make your hair curl. Shander tried to flirt, but it turned into a mess. He called her a lady, she heard hot mess, didn't find her. Yeah, we'll keep on rolling till I let your hair curl. So if you see us coming, better lock the door.
You do with dildos is your problem, okay? I got nothing to say to that, okay? Sir, you need to put them away, okay? That's all I'm saying, okay?
I got a coin first. It was all covered in shit and lube.
I don't want to hear about your coin purse either, sir.
Oh, fucking hell.
Good morning, everybody. How are we doing this fine freedom patriot weekend here? I hope you're having a great day. Yeah, and if you're not, well, okay, well, fuck you. All right? That's all there is to it. That's all there is to it. How's it going, Farty? You having a good day?
Oh, I am now.
I hopped on Twitter casually. You know, I've been, let's face it, I've been disillusioned with politics. I've been disillusioned with the American voting system. Primarily, like, I don't care if the election was stolen or not. There was some shady shit going on last election, and everyone fucking saw it. And you either coped or you didn't. You either coped or noped. And listen, at this point, I don't care anymore, right? So trust me when I say I do not go out of my way to look for political garbage. It gets spoon-fed to me, and I want nothing to do with it most of the time. But I'm on Twitter. I hopped on Twitter, and I'm just going through shit. And And there's a bunch of lefties calling for the boycott of CNN. And I think that this is not a story or anything. I think this is fucking hilarious to me. As someone who's not on any political leaning, all politicians are scumbags, okay? And if you have a problem with that, well, you know what? I'm right and you're wrong. And you can go fuck yourself. They're all scumbags.
I'm gonna have a major fucking giggle about it because it's just very positive that fucking these dumb cunts have been lied to this entire fucking time, right? And now CNN is like, oh shit, we better tell the fucking truth. And now the people who've been lied to is like, you lying pieces of shit, that makes things worse. Like,
well,
oh, you can't win either
the
way.
funniest part, the funniest part is you had that Freudian slip from fucking from Mr. Oil Slick himself of California. He looks like he's got a whole fucking ocean worth of oil slick on top of his head. We're not even gonna say his name. We're not even gonna say the newt's name because he's a fucking. Oh my god! Yeah, you got it right. You got it right in one go, Farty. In one go. So today we're talking today's headline topic: Men in Black. It sucks. I hate to break it to you. No. As a whole, because Men in Black 3 tries so hard to end the series, but all it does is create an infinite loop. It creates an infinite loop, and as a whole, Men in Black sucks. The best part of the Men in Black series was Rip Torn, and when Rip Torn passed away, we lost something fundamentally integral to the Men in Black series. And Men in Black 3 comes in and ruins the entire trilogy. I'm not counting international. No, we don't talk about international because international doesn't exist, Farty. It doesn't exist.
But you know, that one was just a whole thing of like, hey, Avengers Endgame was popular. Chris Hemsworth is popular. That Maori chick's popular. Let's put them together and fucking that will work. No, it doesn't.
Well, they put about as much effort into it as they put into a Marvel movie, and then they expected results.
Yeah.
It's not a Disney movie, guys. Yeah, okay, look, it's owned by Disney now. Ha ha.
What they didn't realize was that Maori chick was actually quite fucking annoying.
Oh yeah. As is Chris Hemsworth. Chris Hemsworth is annoying as hell. I cannot stand him.
The other movie that shall not be fucking named, where they totally fucking emasculated him and made him out to be like a 5-year-old fucking kid sitting on a push bike with fucking streamers and little foil fucking whatever the fuck's on it, pretending to be fucking particle fucking bloody things. And oh my god, I'm a thingamabob, yay!
Oh.
He made that up.
Oh, you mean Ghostbusters?
Shit, you said it.
Oh, shit, I did. Can I bring my cat to work?
Your cat?
My cat.
You have a cat?
Yeah,
What's his name?
My cat.
Oh, you got a cat called My Cat?
No. It's Mike and Hat.
Oh, you've got a cat called Mike Hat?
Yeah.
No, it's a dog. Oh, for fuck's sake.
See, here he is. Fucking movie.
Hilarious, boys and girls.
It's funny because it's not. Okay, it's not. Anything with incredibly, like, if you're going out of your way to make something uncomfortable, it's not funny. There's no humor in making people that uncomfortable. There's,
Actually,
huh?
actually,
Actually,
there is
no.
one thing that they could have done that they could have gone out of their way to make super duper uncomfortable. That would have still been fucking funny. And that is the whole Captain Marvel being a lesbian in real life kind of thing, in in canon,
Mm.
and fucking Brie Larson going, "Yeah, I'm a fucking champion for the lesbos," and then they make her do a really cringy, really awkward fucking lesbian scene and shit, and make her fucking do it just to put her money where her
Oh,
mouth is
and
and
they
shut
need
her
to
up.
play Dancing Queen while having the scene. Oh, that would have been gold. Okay, I'm sold. You sold me. All right, so let's start with the first Men in Black movie. Let's explain my thought process on the first Men in Black movie. Farty, why don't you go ahead and tell us what the first Men in Black movie is about?
Well, basically, it's supposed to be about uh, this organization that runs around trying to cover up the fact that fucking aliens exist and they've been here for ages, and it's like Australia, the world is like basically a big fucking tourist attraction shit, and they've got airports and shit and blah 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 blah. Famous cunts are actually aliens, and Elvis back then basically didn't die; he just went back to his home planet. And there's two old cunts that are original members, and one decides to retire, and the other one needs to find a replacement. And inexplicably finds this one cop in fucking New York or LA or wherever the fuck he was, and fucking like somehow this random fucking cop beats out all these other military dudes who are all disciplined up the fucking all this because of his fucking. Anyway, fucking he recruits him, and then they go and chase this cockroach dude and save the world.
So
And
that's
there is no connection between these two cunts from the beginning.
that's the first movie. Now tell us about the second movie.
The second movie is really disappointing because that chick from the morgue, who's really fucking hot and you really want to see her because she's a really underrated actress, isn't in it. Um, so the other original cunt decides he's going to fucking retire and goes home, be's a postman, fucking goes back to his wife, who for some reason hasn't got the shits with him for fucking off for all those years. And believes that he's just somehow been in a coma in some random fucking hospital somewhere, and no one's figured out who he was for fucking 50 years. Um, the the replacement now has to go and find his replacement, and then they go and uh, do something, and then end up saving the world. Oh, and there's like lots of worms in Rosario Dawson, who looks like she's either really confused or has that reaction like when someone pokes you in the bum all the time,
At that point, you'd get
because she's
used to it,
working with
wouldn't
CG characters and doesn't know where to look.
you? Oh my god. All right, now tell us about the third one, sir.
Rightio, the third one is where they just lost all fucking all sense of new ideas and shit, and just went fuck it, time travel. So then they use that as an excuse to send a black fella back to the 60s and have a whole bunch of fucking look at the racist cunts back in the 60s fucking things, whilst chasing fucking who's that fucking drag queen cunt that doesn't really do drag all that often anymore? Um, oh
Dennis
fucking
Rodman?
no. Fucking he was in like Clue and Rocky Horror Picture Show and shit.
Oh, Tim Curry.
That's the guy. Yeah, Tim Curry plays a big fucking bikey looking dude
Wait,
who's
was
going
that Tim
around
Curry
killing.
in that movie? I thought it was someone
Yeah,
else.
no, that was Tim Curry. Um,
Hang on. I need to fact check this. Tim Curry,
fucking
MIB
sure it's Tim
3.
Curry.
I need to fact check this, sir.
Fucking sure it is.
I need to fact check this, sir. Let's see, Josh Brolin, Emma Thompson, Mike Stuhlbarg. What kind of a name is Stuhlbarg? Mike Coulter, Mike Strain, Mike Strain, Bill Hader.
Yeah,
I think you're. Wait, no, that was okay. No.
he plays Griff or some shit like that.
Control F. Okay, let's Control F on the IMDb page and go Tim Curry. He's not on the page.
Okay.
It's not him. I'm sorry.
Ah, well, fucking thought it was him. Anyway, fucking but anyway, yeah, Tim Curry's now renowned for being the drag queen that doesn't really dress in drag all that often anymore. Um,
Jermaine Clement is the main bad guy of the movie.
Okay, well there you go.
He plays Boris the
Anyway,
animal.
so effectively, a movie happens, and then they save the world at the end of it. But they go and fuck up the first one by saying that these two cunts that had nothing to fucking do with each other actually had everything to do from each other when the fucking replacement cunt was a kid.
Yeah, there's so many implications. Like, think about the end of fuck. You think about the end of the movie, right? Think about the end of the trilogy, and what happens, right? You get fucking Jay shows up, and Kay talks to Jay's child self. This is too fucking convoluted. What were they thinking? All right, so he talks to the kid and tells the kid, instead of telling the kid that, sorry, your dad got eaten by aliens, he tells the kid, oh, he just went very far away for a mission to keep your country safe. And bullshitting him from the start. Think about how many different implications there are. First implication is you have just created a situation where the fucking neuralizer has a finite number of uses before it starts fucking with someone's brain, right?
Yeah.
And then you think about that scene in the first movie where, hey Jay, you ever flashy thing me? Jay, you ever flashy thing me? Right? You think about it.
Or there's a bit in the morgue where fucking they zap that chick like 6 fucking times in the space of 5 minutes.
Yeah, and then she starts to like not be affected by it, which is really fucking weird in the logic of the first movie. So really the third movie exists just to clear that up. In my opinion, the third movie exists just to clear up the whole, oh, well, you know, this, that, and the other thing. No. Fuck you. No. And then what is the other implication? Kay has been looking out for Jay his entire life. That there's been intertwining meetings across the 20 plus decades, or the 2+ decades. No. You don't get to pull that shit with me. Fucking dumb.
Yeah.
Men in Black is stupid.
Yeah. Well, it is from fucking comic book movie. I never looked into it. Yeah, well, yeah, it comes from a comic book series, and the worst part about it is I've never looked into it, but I'm betting $10 some cunt's going to chime in and say, yeah, that's one of the Dark Horse comics. Oh, fuck, I hate that fucking mob. Oh, Jesus fucking Christ, Dark Horse shits me. They go and take, like, good fucking comics, and they're like, here's our gritty, realistic version. Ugh. And they're shit.
Yeah. There are a couple of good Dark Horse books, but they're very few and very far in between.
It's kind of the equivalent of taking, like, the 60s Kent Batman and then Dark Horsing it to, like, the Dark Knight where you know, kind of thing.
Yeah. Well, wasn't Dark Horse an offshoot of DC at one point?
Oh, well,
it would
how
make
can you make
sense.
Shit even shitter?
Fucking comic book movies in general. The problem with comic book movies in general is they're co-opted, right? They're not stolen. They're co-opted. There's an entire dedicated fucking lifelong. And here's the thing. Oh my god. Okay. I had this thought the other day on Twitter, and I don't know if you've seen it or not, but whatever. I don't. I'll share it now. Here's my thought that I had the other day on Twitter. In the 1980s, we had a bunch of climate activists. We had actual climate activists in the 1980s. We're talking assholes who were going out sabotaging fucking ocean liners while in the middle of a fucking cruise, taking down ocean liners because, you know, causing pollution is the good thing to do. Because, you know, whatever backwards logic. And
Spike trees for fucking loggers and stuff like that. Who cares if the chain snaps and takes a cunt's leg off in the middle of bloody nowhere and he bleeds out in the jungle? Who
yeah,
gives a fuck? We saved a tree.
yeah. So we had actual activists. Now, do I agree with them? No. No, I do not agree with them. Because their methods were extreme, but at least they had the fucking balls to go out and put their lives on the line for their ideas. Right? So, exactly. Shut up, Farty. Let me finish the thought. So we have this. We had these fucking climate activists who went out of their way to fuck things up on purpose, right? And now we're still living in the 1980s, all right? So picture yourself in the 1980s. So now we have all of these activists who have money, and they go, "Hey, we really think it's important that there be a TV show on the air, and we will fund this ourselves, and we will do this all ourselves. We just need airtime. We will pay for the airtime. How much is the airtime?" And then we got shit like Captain Planet. They were willing to go bankrupt and put their own shit on the line to put Captain fucking Planet out. The cringiest fucking action cartoon ever created. With your powers combined, I'm Captain Planet. Okay, cool. You're just an edgelord. And the problem with comic book movies, and this is coming to a point, is that Captain Planet was an original fucking IP. They knew it was going to be bad, and they spent whatever money they could on voice talent, on writers, on animators, a whole 9 yards. And they went out and created their own fucking thing. No matter how bad and cringy it was, they did it. So I can respect Captain Planet for having been created, even if it was created by a bunch of fucking Farty, how about you do the honor? How about you give them the moniker that I refuse to give them?
Well, I'd have to go to an extreme here, and there's not enough words in the English language to actually
Yeah.
accurately describe it. But it did have a cool theme song. Like, you
Captain
gotta give him that.
Planet, he's our
He's
hero.
a hero.
Gonna
He
take
hangs his
pollution down
side
to
out
zero.
the window. He hangs his hairy ass out the window.
No, it
But
was a
then
catchy theme song, and the theme song was catchy, and it made you sit and watch until at least the end of the theme song.
But that was all 80s cartoons, though. They had the fucking best
They
fucking scores
did.
and shit.
And
Yeah.
you know what? We're gonna have to have an entire fucking show dedicated to 80s theme songs. So here's the thing. Here's the problem with here's where we get to our problem with comic book movies. They're co-opted by people who don't have passion for A, the source material, and B, the medium in which it's going into, and C, they don't have passion for anything other than their messaging. So when you look at modern comic book movies, all they are is messaging. It's just big budget messaging. It's a fucking billboard, right? It's a 3-hour long billboard on why you shouldn't call someone a dumb cunt.
Well, the fucking problem with it is that for me, they fucked it up because, like, I just tuned out the whole fucking show and all this kind of stuff. And there's that argument about, like, if a cartoon character was real, which one would you fuck? And it usually comes down to fucking Betty Rubble. But no. I'd seriously fuck the shit out of fucking Linka's asshole.
Out of who?
Mainly because I used to ride a bike at the time, and on high wind days, especially if I'm riding into the wind, and it'd slow you down. It was like the wind was that strong, and I'd be like, "Fuck you, Linka, you fucking whore!
Are you
I'm
wait?
gonna hate break your asshole when I fucking find you."
Are you talking Linka from fucking yeah.
You Russian bird.
Yeah. I'm like, no, he can't be. No. You are okay. You know, Farty, I had some respect for you, but
Only because I'm really not into goop chicks.
Oh man, the Asian girl is fucking to die for me. I watched the entirety of the episode just for her. That is it.
Yeah, that's the same thing with
God,
me. I only
man.
watched it for Linka.
Dude,
And
oh, there were so many dark and devious deeds I would do
oh yeah,
if
that's
oh,
what I say. They
god
fucked
damn.
up because like I tuned out the whole fucking message because every time Linka come on, like, oh look at that ass. Oh, I'd like to see the outline of my cock fucking rubbing up and down inside of her belly. Oh, fucking fucking whore bag. Oh yeah. I bet you she'd
there's
take a fucking
there's
the ass.
nothing
Oh
there's
yeah.
nothing on this planet I wouldn't do for fucking what's her name? The Asian girl. Um I'm not even joking when I say that. There is nothing if she existed in reality and she said, "Do this." I wouldn't even need like sex in return. I wouldn't even ask for like a hand job in return. I would just go do it. I would be the biggest simp. I just yeah, okay, let's do it. You want me
She's
to
gotta be a long time happy ending.
you want me to put on a public execution for fucking for for a family down the road that did absolutely nothing. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. They did nothing wrong. Uh sorry guys. I mean you no ill will. I know that you're not going to feel the same way, but she just asked me to do this thing and I'm going to do it. It's like that argument. I don't know if you've seen the show Overlord. Have you seen it? The anime
No,
Overlord? Okay.
no.
So there's this scene in Overlord. It's in season 3 or 4. It's toward the end of one of the seasons. I think it's in season 4. There's this scene where the one character is invading another country because this other country's nobles had stolen supplies that this one character was sending through their country. And the prince of the country that is being invaded goes, "Why are you invading us then? If there's no real chance to if there's no real chance to communicate and try and set things right, why are you invading us? Why can't we make recompense somehow? What can we do?" And the guy who's invading goes, "For happiness. It's for the happiness of my people." And it's such a simple motivation, right? So that would be my motivation for her. I'd just go, "Yeah, let's do it." Um they have a newborn? Yeah, okay. What are we doing with the newborn? Are we playing hockey with it? We, using it as a football? Are we shaking it a few times and then throwing it into a blender? What's going on? I would absolutely do all of those evil, horrible things if she asked me to.
Well, you were right there where you said that, like, at least the fucking activists back in the day, were willing to put their money where their mouth is and all this. And
Yeah.
you know that you're really getting fucking up some cunt's nose when the French take it upon you to blow your fucking ship up in Auckland, New Zealand.
Yeah.
They fucking sank the Rainbow Warrior in port in fucking Auckland, New Zealand. It's like, well, it's the most easiest target on the planet, and of course, the French are going to fucking do that because they're the biggest bunch of pussies. It's the least defended place. Like, yes, we're going to attack them.
Everyone hates the French. Um
Yeah, but it wasn't like they did it in Sydney Harbour, where it's like they might have come across some Aussie going, "Oi, can't come here! Oh shit,
yeah.
there is an unknown Aussie. We surrender."
Man, is
No,
it
it's okay. That's the New Zealanders. They told the Americans to piss off with their nuclear fucking powered ships. They're under defended. They got this woman called Helen who thinks that they don't need an air force anymore, so they got rid of the air force. And now they got this other stupid fucking woman who decided that no, they're going to not have a navy anymore because Australia will fucking they'll defend it, but they're across the water. So they're out and undefended. Haha. I have some cheese and then surrender later.
we will have some frog legs later as well, yes? uh Farty, we hit a new record. We hit a new
Oh,
record. 20 minutes and we got off topic.
We've only still got one person watching. That probably is me.
Probably. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. Cause that was just the headline. That was just Men in Black sucks, and it sucks because there was no passion put into it. They tried to fix a problem they caused in the first movie instead of just letting it, instead of letting it just be a thing and letting, people speculate on this one tiny little problem that didn't amount to any fucking thing during the whole course of the movie. Um,
I have a point to it.
okay, what's your point, sir?
The point is, Men in Black is so shit that it's better off you end up just taking the piss out of French cowardice.
Okay, okay. using it as a foil against the French. Okay.
Oh, years ago, I was having this fucking argument with this fucking French cunt. He's like, "Oh, we're rugby players. We're really tough." I was going, "You mean you fucking faggot soccer players and you fucking a fly fucking runs into you and you fall to the ground like screaming, oh, I'm blinded. I'm killed. I'm dying. Oh, fucking, oh shit. Oh, fucking flailing around like a fucking 2-year-old
Or
who won't get a hockey off his mum."
or you're pulling a Ricky Bobby. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire. Put it out.
And he's going, "No, we are so tough, we are so tough." And I'm like, "Yeah, get fucked, you cheese eating surrender monkey. There's most places in your capital city your fucking police won't go to.
Did you
There are
say?
no, go, that is a lie." And I just started
Hang on.
posting link after link after link of like, yeah, police refuse to go into here because they get ganged up on by fucking people.
Hang on,
Gangs of
Farty.
Muslims fucking call in like a domestic abuse, so they lure 2 cops in and they fucking gang up on them and 20 fucking people and shit. Cops won't go in here unless they got the fucking riot squad in.
Sir, listen. I have to ask you. Did you just call the French cheese munching surrender monkeys?
Cheese eating surrender monkeys. Get it right.
Oh. You see, cheese munching
That's the
sounds
correct term.
cheese munching sounds so much better. Only 30 minutes late this time, but the French national slogan is, in fact, we surrender. It is, in fact, we surrender.
Well, that's another joke that we've been going on with too. Like World War III
Bless
happens,
you,
Germany
Ravage.
invades France. France is like, "What the fuck? We surrendered anyways." And the Germans like, "Oh yeah, sorry, force of habit."
That's how they invaded Poland, after all. They walked in backward and said they were leaving.
Well, a few months ago, right, the French were like, "Yeah, we're going to deploy troops to Ukraine," and I think as the Australians went, "No, no, 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 no. We're not in the mood to get your fucking country back for a third fucking time, 4 years. Go get fucked." Now they've shut the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know, man. France just uh, just uh,
You know, the Eiffel Tower is just a glorified lamppost with a publicist.
it is. Um it's also a shining beacon to everyone with Morningwood. I mean, look at its shape. Doesn't it look like a dick? Like if you were to put a big sheet on it, right, and you glue a sheet down to it, it would have the shape and girth of like a 2-scale penis under a sheet fully erect. Or is it more of a
Fucking,
priapism? Is it France's priapism because they're dead and hollow on the inside? So they erected a monument to that death and that hollowness, and
well,
erected it as
originally,
a structure that looked like a metal penis under a sheet.
originally it was like a temporary structure, and it was only constructed for like I think like the World's Fair or some fucking nonsense like that, and it was supposed to come down like 5 or 10 years later, and fucking they decided to keep it, but everyone was under the impression that they were going to deconstruct it and all this kind of stuff. And there was this one grifter that was running around trying to actually sell the Eiffel Tower off,
Oh, I remember the
and he
story. It's such a
conned a
good
yank.
story.
Yeah, he conned a yank. He conned a pom. And
The
I
palm.
remember seeing this on this British show QI, which is like quite interesting, and it was like a fucking show. And apparently, it got to an Aussie, and then like And then he's like, Stephen Fry's like, yeah, and trust the Aussies to be fucking skeptical. And it's like, yeah, we've got the Eiffel Tower when it sells it. Yeah, okay, mate. Yeah, I'd like to see the fucking deed of, the bill of sale and all this kind of shit first, mate.
Okay, hang
It's
on.
like just us being too fucking dumb to fucking fall for it, pretty
Ralt
much.
said from past experience that if you're on a NATO mission, that if French are there, don't bother talking to the locals because they hate you because the French were after the village girls. Okay. Okay.
They are lovers, not fighters.
That's
We know that.
fuck NATO, but yeah. Oh man.
Hey, so what happens when the screen goes up and down on the fucking YouTube page?
It's just me fucking around in OBS.
Okay, cool.
That's
So,
me
yeah,
fucking
cool.
around. Okay, there's nothing to worry about. Yeah, here, let me. Yes, I want to delete
Just
that.
wondering, are we still on air or not?
Yes, we are still on air, and I'm just fucking around in OBS. I'm doing it for a little bit of visual interest, sir.
It is fucking hilarious about like activists and shit. Just getting back onto that real quick is that like fucking.
Oh, they've completely co-opted Marvel.
Oh no. Like we've got this bob out here called Sea Shepherd, and they run around fucking trying to fuck with the Japanese hunting whales in the Australian Southern Oceans and shit
Oh
like
my
that.
god.
And quite literally, the nautical fucking law is interference with international commerce, trade, and transportation is classed as piracy, and that's exactly what they're doing. But in the meantime, right, we've got fucking Australian naval vessels in like places like the Gulf of Aden to stop fucking piracy over there, right? Because piracy is bad, except when they're ours.
Dester said YouTube got mad at me for saying the French were graping the village girls. Listen, the French try to grape everything. Okay? How do you think they make their wine?
Well, I think Maury's point is the fact that fucking YouTube has
I
turned
know
so
what the
fucking
point
stupid
is,
now, mate.
sir.
You don't know what the fuck you said wrong. Like I've typed in some of the most innocuous, fucking harmless, bloody comments and shit, and all of a sudden it's not there anymore. It's like, what the fuck did I do then?
I know what the point was,
You were winning
sir.
the argument. That's what you were doing.
I know
Like,
what the
fuck,
point
man.
was, sir. Okay, listen. He was saying the French were using the R word and not the grape word. Grape without the G.
I'm pretty sure he said he used the word graping, but they thought that was nasty.
No, he tried to use the word that starts with R and not G, and YouTube didn't like it, so they blocked his comment.
No. I'm telling you now, like fucking
Um,
YouTube has got that fucking pussy whip, man. You can't fucking do diddly bloody shit because your random comments get fucking booted for no fucking reason whatsoever.
well, that's
Um,
part of it, but the other part of it is saying the R word um is against YouTube's TOS. And if we were to say it on stream, well,
well, you can't fucking say suicide either. Like, but
oh
like,
shit. Sorry
the
guys,
fucking
we'll see you. We'll hopefully see you on Kick starting next week.
no. Well, the fucking point is,
I know,
right?
dude. I know. I'm being hyperbolic, sir.
No. With SpaceX, right? When they return the
Mhm.
boosters and like the whole fucking procedure of it coming down and then that burns at the last minute and lands, all right? That's called a suicide burn.
Yeah.
That's what they call it because if it fucks up, you lose a rocket. You commit suicide pretty much.
Yeah.
But you can't use that fucking term because someone who might be suicidal. Like if they're already suicidal, they're gonna fucking kill themselves anyways, man. Like saying the word isn't gonna fucking. And then this is
Oh,
one
okay,
of the
Des.
like. Hang on, let me get onto a fucking big rant here. I'm gonna go on a fucking
You're good.
tirade
You're good.
because this has fucking been pissing me off. Like fucking, there's been some weird fucking shit happening to me. Right, it all started off a couple of weeks ago where I had a fucking idea for fucking making a 40mm grenade shell into a giant shotgun round to be fired out of a Mark 19 grenade launcher in, anti-drone work, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, put it on a gimbal mount and you can fucking just swing the gun around, fucking big handfuls of ball bearings. Fucking, it'll only get more effective as it gets closer, right? So I ring the fucking army switchboard and say, can I be put through to fucking research and development? And the Sheila goes, oh, what's it all about? And I told her, and I explained it in full detail. And she goes, yeah, no worries, no worries. Puts me on, fucking transfers me through. And then the first thing I hear is this answering service going, you've reached the government department of grants and stuff. And I'm like, hang on a fucking minute. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. This well, no. Anyway, this bloke answers like, "G'day, I'm Adam from the Department of Grants and shit." And I'm like, "Mate, I'm a bit fucking confused." And he goes, "What?" And I go, "Well, look, I just asked the army about this, and I explained it in full detail, right?" And I said, "So I'm thinking about right, fucking doing this, and this involves getting a belt-fed machine gun that fires fucking grenades." And at least 2,000 fucking rounds of ammunition, or at least 2,000 primed fucking casings. And then I'm going to need a butt ton of fucking bloody smokeless powder to fucking work out the ratios. And then I'm going to need to fire this fucking thing to test it out, and some drones to fucking shoot at, and probably someone to fly them around so they're moving targets and all this kind of shit. And effectively, what I can see right now is the army's just gone and said, yeah, go sign one out and cut 6, son. I'm like, no one's going to fucking let me do that. He's like, his instant response was, well, we have defense grants. And I said, no, mate. I'll explain it to you in the big fucking words and the glossy fucking pictures for you. I'm a dead shit civilian, can't even have a fucking cap gun, right? And
You can have a slingshot, though.
And this is what they've just said. And he says, well, we've got defense grants. I'm like, mate, I think this is a fucking joke. And if you're not going to take it seriously, don't worry. So with me mental health, right, and part of it's from the RFS, and they have a critical incident department, and numerous times over the years I've rung them for help, and they've been utterly fucking useless, and everyone wonders why.
Do you have a whistleblower? Do you have a whistleblower law in Australia?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe I don't know if you want to work on that one, but shit, you could save the military potentially hundreds, if not billions of dollars by blowing the whistle on just willy-nilly giving a grant to any asshole who goes, hey, have you guys thought about this? Oh, wait, you know what? How about we have you make it and we pay you for it?
Hang on, I don't think they didn't think they just used automatic response. No. I actually got this from a fucking actual dude. Like, I explained it to him in full. Like, unless it was some fucking AI voice fucking thing that, like, I should have asked him if he was a bot and, how old he was, and told him that I was fucking sucking the souls out of fucking small children to feed the damned and all this kind of stuff, and see what his response was. He probably would have said, well, I'm 33 and in your area. Anyway, fucking. But he, so, like, well, fucking in previous instances, right, part of the help that they've offered was like peer support officers, and fucking basically it's like guys from other areas that have been in for many, many years and whatnot. And, they've tried to help, but sort of like, you're too fucking weak sauce for me, man. Like, you come from areas that fucking might have gotten a few calls over the years.
Farty Dester saying that he's
they can't think for themselves, so they just have an automatic response, like,
they're all bots, but they are
people
bots,
instead of
but
going, they say so.
not hardware. Okay.
Anyway, fucking so like they kept offering me a position with the peer support program, and I was like, well, you've got a lot of experience and you've been there and done that, so you'd be perfect to help us out. And I'm thinking, motherfucker, I've come to you cunts for help, and all you want me to do is go back to work. What the fucking fuckity fuck cunt?
Anyway, so I've realized you help yourself by helping them.
Well, recently I have figured that, like, I came from the busiest RFS district in New South Wales, and we used to get 800 calls a year, and, like, my point was that these guys didn't have the same experience that I did and didn't really get where I came from, and it was like you had to be there kind of a thing. And with all the normal doctors and shit like that, you tell them stuff and they're like, it's like, well, fuck, you clearly don't know what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Can't fucking understand. Can't make you understand. And I thought, well, maybe I should give it a try. I mean, like,
What's the worst that could
I've had,
happen, right?
well, I've had a whole bunch of fucking, had to do this by myself, fucking kind of thing, and I think I could probably fucking, because I reckon right now I fucking know how to fucking fix people better than the fucking head shrinks and whatnot, because I've had to fucking do it to myself for myself. But anyway, so I ring the RFS and I'm like, oh, well, they explain the situation. Like, yeah, they've offered me this and da, 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 so I'm now a bit more receptive to it. And then I sort of started getting the softly, oh, well, well, the bloke who's running it's not here and he's actually retired and we've got to find a new replacement. I'm thinking, I'm fucking talking to you right now, darling. Offer me the fucking job. Um, but anyway, it was, and then there's a selection process, and then basically it's the big roundabout way of like, yeah, we're probably never going to call you back on this. And then I hung up the phone and I thought, oh yeah. Then there was that slut that lied about the stalk, threaten, intimidate thing when I was trying to remove myself from a situation before something fucking happened. That's probably going to come back and bite me in the ass again. And that's another reason why that fucking bitch should be gutted like the fucking fat pig that she is, because now she's potentially stopping me from helping firefighters out,
Yeah.
which means that more firefighters are going to die because she was a cunt. Anyway, so that sort of got me a bit depressed and shit and fucking blah blah woof woof. And I had a
Dester
massive blow up. Hmm?
Dester is suggesting that you read on the Fat Leonard scandal, and it
But,
explains why the Navy for the U.S. is such a shit show. Our Navy.
yeah. Oh,
And
was that the one where that cunt was selling the Russians fucking all the secrets about like the Phoenix missile and stuff like that?
I think so. I don't remember. I'd have to look it up. I don't feel like looking anything up right now. I've already done all my looking up for the day.
Anyway, fucking you bastards.
I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything, party. Why are you yelling at me?
Interrupted me, you cunts. Now I've lost my train of thought. I had a fucking point at the end of this.
I'm sorry, Farty.
Um,
Would you like a hug? Not from me, but would you like one in general?
fuck, where was I going with that now? Fuck is. Um,
I'm sorry. It is a little funny, but I'm sorry. I do apologize sincerely.
because there was another thing that happened this week, and there's fucking, it's now eluding me that like it was another one of those fucking. Oh, you're fucking kidding! Fucking no, just fuck right off. Go get fucked. Suck a dick and die, you bastard cunts.
Okay, I'll do
Fucking
that right now.
shit, a fucking brick. Nah,
Uh,
always past that part.
uh, Gavin Newsom endorsing Trump accidentally?
No.
Okay, it wasn't that. Um, hmm.
What were we talking about right before I went on that fucking tirade?
I don't fucking know. I forgot.
Hang on.
Mhm. I forgot because your tantrum was kind of epic and it made me laugh.
Uh,
Is,
oh, fuck it. Never mind.
is it wrong of
Fucking.
me to say that?
No. It's just that, yeah, I'm not going to remember where the fuck I was. And then to set everything up to go back into the fucking stream and fucking try and remind myself is probably going to be beyond me now.
Yeah. Oh, that's fine. It's all right, dude. You don't have to remember. It's okay.
Oh, no. The e-safety fucking commissioner.
Oh, okay.
That's
There we go.
right. So, um, yeah, so another fucking non-starter was that in the last few days, they were talking about fucking like this kid that went fucking stabby at Sydney University, and I fucking have my theories about how that happened. And I was watching this fucking Sky News thing, and they were fucking talking to this fucking e-safety fucking Sheila from fucking Tasmania, who's probably got 10 fingers and 15 toes and stuff like that on each hand and toe and foot, because there's only so many people you can put on a small island before they start fucking their cousins, right? And that's the reason why every cunt down in Tasmania is inbred. Um, So she's waffling on about her fucking nonsense, and I'm sort of like, yeah, I have my own perspective on this. So I contacted this cunt, and she hasn't contacted me back. So basically, it's now I've just now determined that she thinks that she knows everything and all this kind of stuff, and she's not going to take advice off anybody because she's women's and knows everything because vaginas and stuff. And basically, she's just going to use it as a stick to browbeat the fucking rest of us, like fucking Susan was slut fucky did in YouTube, which is now coming back to my point.
Okay.
Fucking my point was that prior to around about 2016, fucking YouTube was basically lawless, right? And we had things like Live Leak and other gore sites where fucking you could watch fucking shit uploaded by terrorists. Now on Live Leak, I can now reveal my account was MYOB, which was the profile picture was this blonde chick that fucking I used to know down in Oatley, and she has no idea about this. I was making her out to be the biggest fucking whore bag on the planet too.
Oh God.
But fucking, I did that specifically because I was on these fucking like the Syria channel and stuff like that, talking to fucking actual fucking terrorists, and I thought it would be funny as fuck to have like a blonde haired, blue eyed little girl from fucking Australia giving these cunts shit about having small dicks and shit.
Oh no.
Julie really used to piss him off. And I sometimes sit here and giggle like a fucking schoolgirl, fucking thinking about that one time that I got in trouble on Live Leak because I was being too mean to a terrorist. Um,
What the fuck party?
I know, it's funny as fuck. Anyway, so, but fucking, yeah, Live Leak went pussy whip. Now turns out that a whole bunch of these stupid fucking sluts fucking found out about it. And went, oh no, they're looking at people getting their heads blown off and stuff. Oh no, you can't see that. No, we must stop it. And we used to have this TV show on fucking the ABC Channel 2. It used to be called Backchat. And back in the 80s, right, it was just this long tirade of fucking old ladies ringing in going, oh, auntie, it was so bad. I watched this show and there was all tits and bums and they said the word poo in it and all God bloody. And basically every fucking letter was basically, well, listen, darling, if you don't like it, fucking change the fucking channel. You know, it's a simple thing like that. If you don't like this fucking website, don't fucking go on it. If you don't like fucking talking to these cunts, don't fucking talk to them.
Yeah.
And like, yeah, mum's on YouTube, and from the minute she got her fucking, she signed up for an account, I said, do not fuck with the comment section. Do not even go there. Don't engage cunts. Don't do shit because the fucking trolls will just piss you off. She's never fucking commented on any videos ever, to the best of my knowledge, anyways. But like, that's the point, right? If you don't like it, and that's the fucking my bloody channel fucking mantra is like shit that needs to be said the way it needs to be heard. If you don't like it, you come here. It's you who can kindly fuck off. Yeah, I fucking so miss Live League. Anyway, fucking bloody because when they got rid of that, there went 10 years of documented history in the Syrian civil war that gone fucking poof disappeared.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right, back when it was fucking lawless, we used to police our own, right? And I reckon over the years I've probably staved off a shit ton of fucking homegrown extremism and stuff like that by being able to use the language that you need to use. You can't be fucking hindered and fettered by fucking using kids' gloves and trying to persuade them by being all touchy feely and all this kind of shit because they're already ready to kill some cunt. If you come as a, oh no, that's not really a good thing to do. It's like, no, don't do that, you stupid fuck. You're being a fucking dickhead.
They're gonna
That's what
see
you're
that,
supposed
and
to
they're
say to
gonna
them.
think you're weak. I don't have to listen to what you have to fucking say.
Yeah. Like, if some cunt's got a mentality like that they're already going to fucking end some cunt, you can't fucking use kids' gloves with. You got to tell them, like, straight up. It's like, no, that's so fucking stupid. You're a fucking idiot. Don't be a fucking dumb cunt. If you act like a dumb cunt, we're going to treat you like a dumb cunt. You fucking dumb cunt. Now, stop being a dumb cunt.
Yeah, you dumb
You
cunt.
know? Yeah. But now, since 2016, and Susan was slut fucky and her fucking stupid bloody bullshit, and I reckon mainly it was probably because her son was getting bullied on fucking YouTube because my mummy owns this, that. Oh, yeah, your mum's a slut and a whore and all this kind of shit, which we were being fucking correct, but she didn't. And so now we've all got to fucking suffer for it. And I reckon partially I'm being fucking unfairly treated because, like, I was mainly fucking dealing with conspiratards.
Were you
And
leading
when
the
they
charge?
started booting all the conspiracy theorists off fucking YouTube, I reckon because connection wise, I've been softly fucking, I've got this soft fucking punishment over it where I can't use any fucking weird language at all. Like, I can't swear or anything on YouTube, but I see in the comment section people like, left comments like a day ago, is like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm like, I can't fucking say that. What the fuck is this? Like, and it's sort of culturally fucking bigoted too, because like, well, we fucking swear like fucking troopers out here. Like, we use cunt interchangeably, like Smurfs use the word Smurf, right? But I'm not allowed to use the word cunt. So yeah, she's fucking messing with my culture and all this kind of shit, being fucking racist. Um, and this is what I wanted to tell this stupid fucking e-commissioner, stupid bitch. It's like, well, fucking, we really need to fucking get rid of this fucking kids glove fucking nonsense if you really want to stop fucking extremism and all this kind of shit. Like, because we need to fucking tell these cunts. If I find one of these cunts, I need to fucking deal with him fucking right there and then. We don't have the luxury of going to the cops because the cops don't give a fuck. And all they'll do is just they'll put him on a list and wait for it to fucking happen. Um, but if it's it can be snipped in the bud by saying, "Oi, yeah, so what? Fucking uni students go in, they come out dumb as fucking a box of fucking dog shit, man. There's nothing much you can fucking do about it, and definitely don't go fucking stabbing the cunts because that'll just fuck you up and not everybody else. Chances are you'll probably stab the wrong cunt. You'll fucking kill a heart surgeon or something like that. That will fucking go out and do fucking freebies in third world fucking countries and shit. Not the fucking spastic fucking giant, sweaty, fucking hairy lesbian cunt with the tiny little bloody singlet that you'd wish that she'd put a fucking tarp over or something like that with the fucking weird haircuts and the fucking big nose rings and shit. Because you're too stupid to fucking find your own fucking targets, you spastic little fuck. You know? And fucking, that might have fucking saved that. And then there's all this shit with like fucking domestic violence and stuff like that when we're talking about fucking curbing bloody language, right? We had this Sheila up in fucking Queensland, this fucking Hannah Baxter. She's actually got a maiden name, and we're supposed to use the maiden name. But I'm like, no, she married this cunt. She picked the wrong fucking dude. That's her fucking fault. Forevermore, she's Hannah fucking Baxter. And basically, they tried to curb every cunt's language about that. The fucking cop that was investigating it said straight off the bat, we're going to try and find out whether, like, this guy was a complete cunt or whether the system fucking pushed him to it. And oh shit, the female police commissioner. Oh, that's not right. No, how dare you do your job properly? We're taking you off of this case and we're putting somebody who's going to toe the fucking line and shit. So with all this whole fucking, he wasn't violent, but he was very manipulative. All right, okay. So he's very manipulative, but we've got to hear your fucking side of the story, eh? And we're not allowed to allude to anything because the story does fucking look like that she's supposed to be so afraid of this guy, but fucking she decided that the day after this guy was supposed to be banging on the fucking door, fucking screaming about his kids and shit. You decided to put the kids in the car, go down and pick him up, and he was standing there with a jerry can, and you just sat there letting him fucking pour this entire fucking jerry can in the car, and then he stabs himself in the chest, which is, yeah, that's how you commit suicide, boys and girls. You stab yourself in the chest because that's how everybody does it. No, they don't. That's how a fucking woman would stab a bloke in the chest, but then, right after he's been stabbed in the chest, then somehow the fucking car catches fire, right? Yeah. But we're not allowed to ask any questions about it because that seems all fucking normal and right and all this kind of stuff. But in the meantime, you find out that they were going through a divorce. They had a big successful business that got dissolved. He's probably losing his house. She probably did set him up over the Christmas time by allowing them to take the kids, and then she called the cops and said that he kidnapped them. So now he's got a child charge, which doesn't actually define what fucking happened. So now he's got to go look for a job with a child charge on his record and have fun fucking getting a job doing that. And he's now paying for 3 fucking kids for like the next 15 years at least until he's fucking finished paying off the last one. And then everyone's siding with her. we're all now supposed to forget this cunt exists because he's that much of a fucking demon cunt that fucking fuck him and his memory and all this kind of stuff. And we're not allowed to ask about that. And all her fuckwit friends come fucking out of the fucking woodwork saying stupid shit like the night before it happened, he was on the phone in tears and all this kind of stuff. And she's ripped the phone off her kid and called him a fucking loser. Oh, sorry. Just went loser and then hung up on him. All right. Okay. Yeah. And we're not allowed to talk about it. This shit's got to stop. But we've got to stop the domestic violence, you see, because all men are evil and the women do nothing wrong. Right, now, I can't bring up the fact that, like, I can't go up the road without some slag getting in fucking front of me or pissing me off or something like that. And then when you're sort of just like, fuck off, leave me alone, they're like, oh, we're going to double down. We're going to double down to the point that, I'm sure as shit that fucking young girls are being taught nowadays that all men are evil. And if you walk in a room, see the biggest fucking nastiest looking cunt you can, piss him off until he fucking pops you in the snout, and then you can have him arrested and taken off the streets and you'll be all lovely and safe. But we're not allowed to talk about domestic violence and stuff like that because, you know, it's all.
Yeah, because if you talk about it, you're just going to make the problem worse. And nobody wants to make the problem worse. So you never talk about it. And when you don't talk about it, it gets worse. Why doesn't it get worse? Why does it get worse? Why does it get worse? Wait. We didn't talk about it.
Can't blame the victim, but you are in some cases.
Yeah. I don't know.
So, yeah, that was my tirade with stupid shit. And I reckon now that fucking I've reached out to this stupid bint down in fucking Tasmania, all that's gone and done has got me on a terror watch list or some shit
Dude
like
said
that.
bint. I love it. I fucking love it.
Well, she is. She's an inbred fucking bint. She's as dumb as a box of fucking frog. She thinks she's right. She won't fucking take advice from people who actually live on the fucking internet.
Her name is Bint. Oh my god, that's even better.
No, her name's not Bint. She's just a Bint.
It's even better. No, you've said her name is Bint. Now it's Bent. It is the Farty prophecy. When Farty says it, it is willed into existence.
Anyway, that's my fucking tirade of fucking cavalcade of fucking stupidity over the last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Okay, no.
Now on to regular programming.
We will see you guys next week on Kick. We'll be finishing up now because YouTube is forcibly ejecting us from the venue. No, YouTube isn't kicking us out. Okay, they're not doing it just yet. If this stream is deleted later on today, then yes, YouTube has had enough of our shit, and if Exiled Opinions goes missing on YouTube, we'll be streaming to Kick starting next week.
Yeah, remember every time a men's shelter tries to open up, feminists will rally to shut it down. Yeah, and then also too, right, we've only got one men's mental health line fucking crisis fucking thing that's like only dedicated to blokes, right? And it's run by a fucking cunt called Julia fucking Gillard, which was an appointed prime minister. We never voted for this fucking bitch, right? But she replaced a guy called Kevin Rudd because Kevin Rudd was a fucking an incompetent spastic that started getting people killed with some of his policies, right? Mm-hmm. There was this thing called the Pink Bats scandal, which was insulation fucking stuff in roofs and stuff, and they basically subsidised it with no fucking oversight whatsoever. So fucking backyard cunts are coming out of fucking nowhere, fucking starting small businesses just to get these government grants and stuff like that. No training, no nothing. Cunts are dying from fucking heat exhaustion up in roofs and shit. Fucking cunts are falling through roofs and getting killed and whatnot. And fucking, yeah, it was just a fucking, like an absolute fucking shit fight. But like, yeah, so they all of a sudden fucking replaced Kevin Rudd with this fucking Julia Gillard cunt who had to call a fucking election. And then when the election happened, it came down to two independents, one called Rob Oakeshott, who's actually a local member around here. And like, I've still yet to go and fucking kick that cunt in the fucking head for fucking bloody being a traitor. And he said he was going to vote for the Liberal Party, which is our version of the Republicans. And so he got a bunch of votes and two-party preferential system. So, well, if his votes, he's got to side with one or the other. And at the last minute, he's like, him and this other fucking bloke are like, we got to think about this. And we were like, don't you fucking do it. We know what you're gonna fucking do now. What do you? Don't you fucking dirty cunt. Oh, I think I'll side with Julia. So we got that bitch for most of another fucking term. And she was that bad by the end of it. They ended up replacing her with Kevin Rudd, the guy that she fucking replaced in the first place. Right?
This
Now,
kind of sounds like a recall election.
yeah, and most of the time, right? Oh, well, it's in the party, so they can replace their leader in the party and all this kind of stuff with
Okay.
fucking nilly.
Yeah, so you can't do that here in the States. You can't just, oh, well, we're replacing you. There has to actually be an election.
Yeah, and now look at where you're at.
I know.
Fucking see, this is the luxury of our fucking system. And if worse comes to worse, we've always got the one fucking unpaid fucking well, the one fucking unelected official that has no term limits that can always come along and say, right, well, fuck the whole fucking prime minister off, and fucking you need an election right the fuck now. Which, if you guys had just fucking paid that fucking tea tax, yeah, we probably wouldn't be paying a fuck ton of taxes right now, and you'd have one unelected official that could
Oh,
fuck this potato up
I
fucking years
get it.
ago.
It's our fault for
Yeah,
wanting independence and being able
yeah.
to not be fucking taxed to shit into death like some fucking. Okay, I get it. I get it, Farty. I get it.
Well, we haven't paid any tax to the UK since 1901,
Well,
so and we govern ourselves.
that's only because you're too busy fighting the fucking kangaroos.
No, it's because the British don't want to fight the fucking kangaroos, and it costs them too much.
Okay,
Anyway,
well that
and
makes sense.
that's
That
before we
checks
get to
out.
the fucking emus. Bloody but yeah, the second fucking term that this fucking cunt cow was in, right? She every fucking thing because she was that much of a clusterfuck was all misogyny. It's misogyny. I hate men in blue ties. So of course the Liberal Party all fucking came into Parliament all wearing blue ties. Even the women were wearing blue ties just to fucking piss her off. And that's all she did. She sucked about fucking misogyny and cunts in blue fucking ties, right?
Uh,
So when she leaves politics, what does she do? She gets the job as a fucking cunt running fucking Beyond Blue, which is the one fucking bloody phone fucking line we've got, the crisis line that's dedicated to fucking blokes, and it's run by a slut who hates men with blue ties. What's the fucking point?
yeah.
They keep fucking saying that. They're like, oh, why don't you call Beyond Blue? And it's like, you do realise that's run by Julia fucking Gillard, who hates men with blue ties, right? Yeah, I can see why you don't want to do that.
I I have no words, Farty. I have no words. Your rants have just been like one right after the other today. And I know, like, I've been trying not to interrupt them because I know, like, it's frustrating, right? Like, it's frustrating. You get through your rant, or to not get through the rant and not be able to say shit. So I get it. So I'm trying not to cut it off. At the same time, I'm just like, half of them I'm getting lost on.
Well, fucking in the immortal words of the international man of mystery,
Oh
Austin
no,
Powers, I'm spent.
you're spent. You can't be
Or
spent.
as the
We're only
immortal
an hour
words of,
into this fucking thing. You can't be spent.
or in the immortal words of the weirdo foot fetish guy, I've come.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. We want to thank you all for enjoying Exiled Opinions.
We can go back to taking the piss out of the French if you want.
It has been a lot of fun. We will miss you. Oh my god. Seriously though, if we do get fucking yeeted off of YouTube, the first thing I'm doing is I'm starting a kick account for Exiled Opinions, and we will be streaming from there. I'm not joking when I say that.
I don't think that's really going to happen, you see, because I get fuck all views, and I reckon my channel hasn't been booted off YouTube because I haven't been showing to these fucking useless cunts who fucking don't get the point of the channel and also sit there and complain about it. So since we've got one viewer and 8 subscribers, I think we're pretty fucking safe.
All it takes is one.
Yeah, destroy it. Don't fucking say shit.
Yeah, shut your fucking mouth, Des. Oh my god. We're going to hell, aren't we, already?
No, because the Satan's fucking scared shitless I'll take over.
Oh, okay. That, you know what? That checks out. That checks
Yeah,
out.
heaven doesn't want me and hell's fucking scared I'm going to take over, so I'm fucking stuck here.
Oh shit! You heard it here
However,
first.
I'm starting to believe in reincarnation and all this kind of stuff because fucking, bloody, there's like, this photo of a seal that took a photo with his two Sheilas and he's like sitting there with a fucking big grin, a flap over each of their shoulders like he used to be a human. I used to have a cat called Shadow that I reckon used to be a fucking supermodel because, like, as soon as you point a camera at her, she'd strike a fucking pose and never took a crap picture.
Damn, bro.
Other things like you'll see the videos of like the kids crawling towards some danger and a dog will come up and you yoink it and fucking put it back to the safe spot and all this kind of stuff. So I just hope the fuck I don't come back as like a shit eating fly or something.
Well, Carl Sagan said we're all made of star stuff, and that includes the energy in our bodies. Even if it is a minor electrical charge, it's got to go somewhere. And who's to say that part of that isn't consciousness? Right?
Yeah, then you get to the end of fucking all this kind of stuff and whatever creation or something like that. You get to the end, and you find out this is a simulation and we're just bacteria on some alien's turd.
You know what? I'd be fine with that. I would. I say it like a joke, but I actually would be fine with that. The Indian guy hasn't tried to ban me yet. Oh, okay.
Well, that's because the Indian bloke actually is a bit of a fucking pervert. Has anyone noticed how the near porn shit's coming back?
Near porn?
Yeah. Back before fucking Susan was slut fucky came in, right? It then went full fucking porn, but I'm reckoning she only allowed that just as an excuse to start screwing over creators and use the excuse, oh, the
Think
advertisers
of
don't
the
like.
children.
But like there used to be these videos where it was like some Sheila in a really short dress. It's like,
Oh, are you
oh,
talking like the stupid like Elsa Spider-Man bullshit?
this was well before that. And then again, that shit there was fucking, I reckon, was another engineered way of just fucking over the creators as well. Because every time there's an adpocalypse or an Elsa Gate or something like that, it usually fucks up fucking everybody else's fucking wages and shit. For something like oh yeah, you can't fucking have your channel for kids even though it's family friendly and all this kind of stuff, but because this you've now got to fucking have your channel over 18, so there goes half your fucking audience and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
um but like yeah, and the adpocalypse, oh no, we're not paying you because now our advertisers don't want to be on here and da 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 da. Then there
It's
was
all
other
your
things like,
fault, so you're not getting any money. Meanwhile,
yeah.
they're taking baths of the shit.
Yeah, and then they were fucking dropping subscribers without fucking like anyone noticing, and that was all proportional and just enough so they could knock a few $1,000 off people's pays. And when you
Yeah.
calculate that over how many thousands of YouTubers are getting paid, that's actually works out to be quite a bit of chunk of change that they didn't have to pay people. Then there's the whole fucking, oh, the automatic fucking detection system spurgs out and fucking you just opened up or you just uploaded a video and you get like 5 million views in the first couple of days. Oh well, instantly now, oh, you can't demonetize this one, so you got to spend the next 3 or 4 days fucking trying to get it back and appealing it and all this. And then by the time it comes back, now it's buried in the fucking in your uploads and all this kind of stuff. So everyone
Yeah.
who was going to watch it isn't going to watch it now, and fucking but then they'll let fucking people fucking take your video, re-upload it, monetize it, so most of your fucking viewers end up fucking seeing it there instead of the original, and with reaction videos and stuff like that. But like way back in the day, right? There'd be like the big titty Sheila with the fucking really loose top. Oh, I'm cleaning the floors. Oh, look, I'm bouncing around cleaning. And of course, the fucking top's hanging down, her boobs are fucking hanging out. And you can basically see everything, and she's there actively fucking bouncing around, fucking sweeping scrubbing the floor with her hands, and the tits are flopping around, and it's near porn. Or I'm washing my window in this really short dress. Oh, wow, I've got to get this top corner. Oh, everyone
Yeah.
see my bum and fucking,
I have to correct Desture on something. YouTube has always been a money hole. It has
Yeah,
always been losing money for Google ever since Google acquired it from those two dudes.
yeah,
Those two dudes who put it up, They didn't make any money on it, but they
No,
weren't losing money either.
no, it was a really shit business model right from the start, and they were
Yeah.
paying too many people too much, and then wondering why they weren't making any fucking money. But now they've just gone full fucking retard, and it's like, nah, we're putting ads on every cunt's video, whether you fucking like it or not. And if you don't want ads on your video, that's fine. We won't fucking pay you. That's fine. Um, I'm never getting fucking monetized on any of my videos because, well,
Hmm.
I've
Well, they
been such
keep
a bad
changing the
blogger.
rule
I'm
book.
never getting enough views.
They keep changing the rule book, and that's fine. Change the rule book all you want. Eventually, it's going to come back to bite you.
Yeah, it used to be YouTube. Broadcast yourself. Now it's YouTube.
Go
Go
fuck
fuck
yourself.
yourself.
Said that in
Yeah, pretty
unison.
much.
We said that in unison, and that's fucking scary.
But I always thought it was funny, we get rid of the bitch slut slag who was too busy worried about fucking everyone's poor little fifis. We get a pervert curry muncher back in the near porn instantly returns.
Sorry, I was going to say something, but heartburn set in, and now I'm dealing with the burps.
Huh?
The burps. You know, that movie with
Ter-
Tom Hanks.
Terps. Terps for burps.
Scale Z. Scale Y.
That used to be a mad show, that. The Goodies. Back in
Mm.
the fucking day, right, there was this British TV show called The Goodies, and it was about these three guys who do anything, anywhere, anytime. It was like supposed to be odd jobs and shit like that.
Mm.
And oh fucking hell, man, that was like, you go back and it was just racist as fuck, and like, no filter. This is a kids show, mind you, right? And there's like this one time they get like the British government's doing all these developments, and instead of like knocking down the building that they occupy, they just fucking built a building around them, and now they're like encased in concrete. And one of them, Tim Brooke Taylor, one of the actors in it, he plays a character called Tim.
Okay.
Fucking he ends up fucking getting all depressed and starts drinking shit, and now he's down to the turpentine.
Oh
And they're like,
no.
"What are you drinking?" He goes, "Terps, terps for burps." Uh, you got to watch it for the Ecky Thump episodes. It says Graham Gardner, Tim Brooke Taylor, and Bill Oddie.
Oh
And
my
you'll
god.
probably know Bill Oddie because he's a fucking stupid hippie greenie nowadays. But he used to play the tough one, and he used to know the ancient Scottish art, Scottish martial art of Eki Thump, which basically is you belt someone over the head with a black pudding. Um, and but he got challenged to fight all the fucking best fighters on the world and all this, and this is where the racism comes in. So you got,
Oh no.
this scene, and Tim's Bill Oddie's just standing there, and he's fucking Ecky Thump garb with the big fucking Scottish hat, flat cap on, and like the one scene is Tim Brooke Taylor's playing a Japanese like ninja, and like he comes in with the fucking the garb, the black belt and all this kind
The
of
gi.
shit, the gi. Yeah, and fucking, he's doing the fucking karate chop, yeah, and then fucking he's there doing karate chops and all this kind of stuff, and Bill's just standing there doing nothing, and all of a sudden he just reaches out of his back, pulls the black pudding out, pops him over the head, and the cunt falls down. Um,
What the fuck?
but there's a few others, right? But then, right, fucking Graham Gardner comes out, and he's like not just blackface, but he's like fucking boot polish, from head to fucking toe. Big white fucking bloody Al Jolson mouth, and he's there doing the foot movements and the feigning punches and all this kind of stuff. And then, right, he turns the camera, like for a split second, turns the camera, jazz hands up, money, and then goes back to the fighting stance.
What the fuck are you watching, Farty?
But this was when I was a kid. This was a kid's show.
Shame on you, Farty. You're
And there
not.
was like another episode where they get fucking commissioned by the South African government to improve employment. I've told this one a fucking bunch of times before, and pretty much at the end of every scene ended with the joke of, "Well, who wants to go to Africa? The place is full of fucking nignogs." Um,
Oh my god.
and then the end of the episode, right? The goodies go back to Britain because all the Africans have fucked off to Britain, and then they're just like, Well, who wants to come to Britain? The place is full of nignogs. Fucking
Oh
funnily,
no.
right?
Oh
Speaking of
god.
nignogs and gollywogs, right? We used to have like these biscuits called gollywogs, and they're in the shape of this like a fuzzy wuzzy, which was someone from New Guinea with the big afro. That's what they call them, fuzzy wuzzies. And
Okay.
these are so fucking racist terms now. It's not fucking funny. And then there was like a black doll that they used to have, and it had the Al Jolson, big red lips, big white outline around the lips, and all this kind of shit, big curly hair and stuff. And then we started getting these migrants in from like the Congo and fucking Nigeria and fuck. There's another one. There was another one around there. Fuck, can't remember now.
Have another
And
beer,
funnily
Farty.
enough, oh, I already am. But funnily enough, right, we've got this place in Western Sydney called Blacktown. And yes, it used to be Blackstown, and their emblem is an Aborigine with a big spear and shit like that. And fucking, apparently that's not racist. But I always thought it was funny because that's where all these African migrants ended up going. Partially because it's like the western suburbs. There's a lot of community housing. Housing's really cheap out there. So if you migrate out here, that's obviously a place you'll end up being. But I always used to say, fucking, there were some people from Liberia. Anyway,
Yes,
fucking, mostly
Liberia.
people from Sierra Leone ended up coming into Sydney suburbs and stuff like that. I just got back from Sierra Leone, and there was like a nurse working with a friend back in Oakley, and like, oh, where are you from? It's like, oh, I'm from Sierra Leone. Oh, cool, share, my friend. I just come from there. Fucking anyway, bloody but different demographics and shit like that. The Salones usually come over here to work to send money back, and because they've got a better work ethic than a lot of other ones. And the ones that move out to Blacktown, they really only come here for the fucking welfare and whatnot. But I always thought it was fucking funny, you know, it was like apartheid and all this kind of shit. They get out to Australia and they're like, oh, well, where are we going to move to? And they see the map and they go, oh, fuck, these cunts have got segregation too. Oh, well, shit, I guess we got to move out to Blacktown then. Um,
Oh my god.
but a whole bunch of the fucking namby-pamby poof the fag fucking fairy pinko fucking liberal bloody nonsense fuckwit cunts like your liberals, not our liberals. Fucking bloody who feign fucking offence for everybody else. Oh my god, we've got all these Africans. We've got to get rid of the gollywog biscuits and the gollywog dolls and all this kind of stuff. And then like all of the fucking Africans are all like, well, what are our kids going to play with? Your white dolls? No, we want the gollywogs back because they represent
Oh.
us. What the fuck is your problem?
Oh my god, Farty. I have no words.
But it's funny, you know, like feigning fucking offense and another one on other people's behalf, and you find the people who like are supposed to be offended, and they're all like, "No." It's like African Americans, right? You actually speak to actual Africans, they fucking absolutely hate that fucking term.
Yeah.
They're like, "They're not fucking Africans. They were born in fucking America. They're fucking Americans." And fucking, if these dumb shits think they're Africans, well, why don't they spend fucking time in Africa where they don't have all the safety blankets and all this kind of shit? There's no fucking government welfare or anything like that. So they come out, they've got to fucking earn a living or else they're living on the streets and shit. And fucking, you got to make your own house and fucking do this and do that. And fucking, like, these cunts wouldn't last a fucking second. And we'd basically fucking eat these cunts alive. That's what's
Yeah.
been told to me with fucking Africans. So now I'm going to be a cunt and drop this in your lap because I need to go take a piss.
Oh no. I gotta make me entertain everybody? Fuck, guys. So
Yeah.
Farty's gonna go pee. Because apparently he's not a real man and can't hold it in. Oh, there goes my mouse.
Just that fucking 6 drinks.
Only 6? Farty's only had 6 beers, you guys. I am shocked. I'm actually kind of offended he's only had 6 beers. Let's see. Yes, no, wrong thing. So I am currently just doing some 3D modeling. While we have our little streamy thingamabobber, because, you know, working on a game, and I can't really just piss in a bottle I'll let him know you said that, Des. I'll let him know you said that when he comes back. Um, but yeah, working on a game, you just kind of have to go to work every day, right? Even if it's only for a couple of hours. Um, I've been working on use chocolate pudding foo with it. Oh my god. Des, you're fired. Everyone's fired. I feel like fucking Donald Trump right now. You're fired. Um, but working on a game, and like I can't really stop working on it. Like even if I only put in a couple hours a day, I need to put in a couple hours a day, either working on models or working on the rule set or working on something. So here, I'm gonna share this with you, Farty. I'm gonna share my screen with you. Share screen, window, Blender, share. All right, so I'm not going for precision here. I'm not going for precise. I'm going for match the silhouette.
All right.
So here's the leg. I'm going to be shrinking the leg down a little bit.
So it's from Tasmania.
Yes, from Tasmania. Dick. Um, what do you think? Pretty close?
Looks a bit big.
It is. It's kind of big, especially compared to the other things, but it's to scale with the back leg here. And the reason it looks big is because it's been extruded. But it is to scale with the back, with this leg on the side here.
It kind of reminds me how I used to describe this Mack Metro liner I used to drive. There's this snub nosed fucking prime mover that blown out to a medium rig. So they turned a 32-ton prime mover into a fucking 9-ton fucking thing that doesn't bend in the middle with one rear axle.
Mm-hmm.
So because it had this massive engine and a giant fucking gearbox behind it, had all the balls and horsepower of the fucking space shuttle at full throttle,
Oh,
had the
nice.
carrying capacity of a Holden Ute, and it had the a hiab that could only be used in space and was the equivalent of a bodybuilder's dick, almost non-existent. It makes everything else look like the bodybuilder's dick. Oh fuck! I used to truck though. Then they fucking took it off me and then shortened it back up, turned it into a prime mover, and I'm like, ah, you bastards.
Yeah, because those Holden trucks, from what from what I understand, the Holden trucks, you used to be able to just pop the back off and put whatever liner you wanted in the back.
Well, you take the actual like contoured fucking car tray back off it and put like an actual
Yeah,
fucking ute tray or tabletop or fucking like cunts used to put a second axle behind them and fucking blow them out and all sorts of stuff.
yeah, turn them into dualies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I was seeing. So I don't know if you know, the one guy I watch on YouTube. I sent you a link one time. I don't remember if you. I don't know if you watched any of it or not. But the one guy, his main YouTube thing is called Dank Pod. So he does like he talks about he used to do iPod repairs,
Mm.
and then he started just talking about music. He likes music, and he's a drummer, and he's worked in schools, and he's done damn it, I didn't want that. RX there. He's worked in schools, and he's done, stuff for bands and whatnot. And I just kind of like the vibe he has. I don't really give a shit um about the content, but I still end up watching the entire video, all of his video, the whatever video he produces all the way through, because he's a genuinely entertaining guy. And one of his side channels, one of his side hustles on YouTube is called Garbage Time. And it is a channel dedicated to quite literally abusing the really dumb cars in his fleet. And one of them is Holden Falcon.
No, that's Ford Falcon. It's Holden Commodore.
Oh, he called it a Holden Falcon.
Well, he doesn't know what he's.
Because I know Holden is a Ford company.
Nope.
No.
Holden was General Motors,
Oh, okay.
and it's General Motors that basically killed Holden in Australia. It used to be an Australian-owned company, but then they merged with like General Motors, I think, in the 70s
Oh, okay.
or 80s or something like that. But yeah, it was homegrown and started off with the FJ, and then like these are all before my time. I came in with the VB Commodore, and by the time I got to the point where I was driving, VB Commodores were a dime a dozen, and you thrash them about. They'd be like they were just fucking cheap, nasty things with lots of
So were
fucking
they just
horsepower.
using Holden engines then?
Um, by the time the new ones when I was starting to drive, that was just past the VP Commodore,
Mm.
and then you started getting stuff with the bow tie badge in it with Chevy. They had Chevy engines. But the V6 was a derivative of the Chrysler V6. But then the straight six and the straight four were fucking Holdens,
Okay.
and there's the three types of engine. The yellow engine was a four. The blue engine and the red engines were six cylinders, but they were two different sizes, and you wanted the red engine because that was the bigger one.
Yeah.
Then they went into electronic fuel injection. Those old ones were carby, and the electronic fuel injection ones started going to the V6, which used to fucking hammer. And in fact, our highway patrol cars, right, were all V6 because the V8 was a little bit heavier and the V6 was a lot quicker. But I really used to love the VN and VP models because they just like they were based off an European car called an Opel,
Yeah, I
and
know of the
they just
Opals. I know of the Opals. My stepdad had one. Um and he ended up selling it. For a while I was really interested in getting my hands on it, but then, it needed a lot of fucking work cuz the Opals that we got in the States were fiberglass kit cars. Like we weren't allowed for some reason to have the actual Opals. So what Opal did was they did fiberglass kit cars and they sold them to us in like the 60s and 70s.
yeah. Well, no, this is like 80s, 90s
Yeah.
Opals. So there's a lot different design, and they looked really fucking good. I just love that design. And again, sort of kind of like the kit car fucking thing you guys got, all the structural integrity was in the windows. So there used to be this theory, right, that a VN or a VP, right, if you wound the windows down and picked each end of it up with a forklift, it would snap in the middle. Um, but like, you definitely don't buy a second-hand Commodore because they've all been thrashed the fuck. Especially if you get like an SS or an HSV or something like that, holding special vehicles. And like back in the 90s, right, this was the heyday of all like the really good performance Holdens. Like even your base model used to fucking thrash, right?
Yeah.
And these things just had so much fucking balls with zero fucking weight behind them. It wasn't fucking funny. And like you cunts of drag racing around fucking Bathurst, like Mount Panorama out at Bathurst, where we have the Bathurst 1000 and all these guys, like because that's actually an open road and you can drive on that shit without like when they're not doing the race.
Yeah.
Um, and like yeah, cunts are just fucking screaming around there, writing themselves off on fucking trees, and like people do be fucking doing burnouts and shit with them. Like yeah, it'd be just like yeah, it's the greatest fucking hoon car ever, right? And this all started with the VBs. And I ended up having a VB, a VK, which the VK was basically the same shape as the VB, but on the inside it had all the fucking 80s like digital dashboard and all the buttons fucking everywhere, the spaceship shit. They brought out a turbo model and a VL turbo, which has what's called the Batmobile mod. It's called a Walkinshaw fucking modification kit, and it's got like a big air scoop on the front and spoilers and fucking dampeners and all sorts of shit. And they usually come in this metallic blue kind of thing. So like it's either a Walkie or a Walkinshaw or the Batmobile. Fucking and
Batmobile.
that yeah, that with all the buttons and shit just made it like a fucking spaceship. And it was a VL turbo. And those things fucking fly, man. They
Yeah.
still do. There's this one cunt in America who's got a VL turbo, and it's the most unassuming fucking thing that you've ever seen. It's like, what's this old bucket of shit? Yeah, I'll drag you in your brand new fucking bloody Mustang or something like that. And it's just like down the fucking road, leaving these cunts behind. They're like, what the fuck was that? And it's only a 6-cylinder too.
Yeah.
Fucking there's a 4 liter or 5 liter 6-cylinder. And then
So
getting into the 90s, it really fucking changed with the VT, and that's when they started rounding all the corners and making it look like a turd that had been trodden on, like sort of kind of like that old Taurus, Ford Taurus.
okay.
But anyway,
The wagon or the non-wagon version?
well, I usually end up fucking driving sedans. The VK that I had was a station wagon, but that still used a fucking fang. But a lot of people get the Ute version, and they all come out with a Ute version. And you definitely don't buy those because, especially if it used to be owned by a fucking learner driver or a P plater, that thing's just been flogged to fuck, and there's everything wrong with it. The engine's thrashed, the gearbox is fucked, the diff's probably fucking on its last legs. You drive down the road and it'll clunk like fuck because it's like most of the splines on all the cogs are all fucking, broken, and they're all just chewing themselves up in the fucking all the gearbox and diff and shit. Fucking like many times I've been like, like after fucking like get home from like coming home from the army and shit. Like sometimes it'd be late at night. I come home via train. I'd be walking home from Concord West Station where I used to live, and like the amount of times that you'd see like a VL, a VT, or a VK or something like that on the side of the road with a bunch of people trying to replace like an axle and shit because they've been fucking flogging the cunt and they've fucking broken something. And like, I got so fucking well adept at fixing those fucking things. I used to stop and give a hand. It'd be funny as fuck. They'd be repairing the car, and all of a sudden, this random army dude in the middle of the night just like, "Oh yeah, you want a hand, guys? Yeah, all right, see yous." And they just fucking disappear into fucking nowhere. Fucking, I just always wondered what the fuck happened after I walked away. But anyway, fucking, yeah, nah, bloody, yeah, now they're like way too fucking expensive and way too purpose built to be too performancey and all this kind of shit. And now that fucking General Motors completely killed Holden, you definitely don't want one because like parts are going to become rare and you're going to be stuck with something that's broken that you can't sell.
Okay. Yeah, I agree with you. But no, like I was saying, the one guy that I watch, he does this YouTube channel where he beats the shit out of, and he's got one of them, and he was talking about how the tray, you just take the tray off the back and do whatever the hell you wanted with it. If you wanted like a family car, there's a tray to turn it into a family car. How the fuck does that work?
Yeah, it's sort of kind of like another crew cab. Like it's not as easy as they basically taking the tray off and then bolting this on because you got to kind of because it comes if it came as a Ute, then it's got like a full back behind like the cab
so
section.
You got to cut into that back part.
Yeah, but it does come with like another section with a Ute tray back and another crew compartment kind of thing that you can literally bolt on and seal up and turn it into like a 4-door Ute.
Come here, sit down.
Yeah.
Talking to my cat, sorry. Telling her to sit the fuck down and shut the hell up. Fun fact, Holden Commodore was sold in the U.S. as a fucking super
Chevy.
A Chevy
Chevy SS.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense considering it was, as I have been instructed, that it was a, fucking, you just said it, it was a GM product, and Chevy's the GM product.
Yeah, that was a really later model. I think it was like the VX model that they ended up doing that. So you just didn't really get anything prior to that. All the really good ones. And for everyone I've seen that's got a Chevy SS over there, there weren't very many of them. And it's like a lot of people actually want all like the proper Holden gear on it, and like it's apparently a massive fucking cunt to fucking try and get like an actual Holden Commodore with like or an SS Commodore fucking shipped over to America and make it legal and all this kind of shit.
Okay, so Farty, I've finished the leg. I'm not showing it on stream because it's just going to be a hassle. But I finished the leg. Do you see it in the on the StreamYard thing?
Hang on a tick.
I'm gonna add some details to it just to kind of give it a little bit more visual interest instead of just large, flat, whatevers. Although, to be honest, I kind of like the large, flat surfaces, so maybe I might keep one or two of them, but I don't know.
Well, that makes it look like it's um like covering it with armor plate. Because
Yeah,
there's a lot of old Angus shit that used to do that, like the big beefy armor plate that used to cover all the shit. Hang on, fucking just reading the
but
comments. AU Falcon, yeah, yeah, fucking the BAs, oh shit, all the stuff before the AU, they were kind of like the Commodores, the Falcons. Started off with the Falcon 500, and then shit, and I had a few of these too. Well, my dad had a few of them. I actually had the Fairlane version, which was a little bit longer, a little bit more comfy. And like the first one I had a ZX, which was in fucking immaculate condition, right? And some asshole fucking glazier went and fucking turned in front of me. And he smashed his fucking ute in half while he wrote me car off, and I'm still spewing about that. That was a fucking lovely car, that.
yeah,
Then I got the
someone
next
ran me
model
off
up.
the road and my fucking Ranger got totaled. I haven't been able to have fucking vehicles since.
Yeah. Well, fucking, I got the next model up from that only because it had all the digital fucking dashboard and all the groovy bells and whistles, but that had so much rust in it, the paint was only holding it together.
Okay,
But
Farty.
then they got away from the square bodies and went into the AUs or the Falcon Futura. And then they fucked with the design and they looked fucking shit. They had these big triangular bloody headlights. And there was a sports model called the XR6 and the XR8. And just before they went to the Futura models, the XR6 and the XR8 had these little, like, two small headlights, and it was really aerodynamic, and had little bonnet fucking vents, and oh, sick as fuck. Oh, these things, like, fucking, oh, fuck, I'd splooge all over the fucking floor if I ever got one of these fucking things. Again, you'd never fucking touch a second-hand one because they've been flogged to fuck. And geez, they sounded fucking good. I was up in
Titties sound good, yes
fuck,
they do.
where was it? Riverwood one day, and I was doing a delivery to a fucking Salvation Army store, and like these two cop cars come flying through the joint, and you heard the fucking engine before you heard the siren. These cunts are that fucking loud, and geez, they sounded good. And these cunts were fucking flooring it, man. It's like. They come past up the fucking thing. In fact, right, you can fucking hear it. I might actually put the fucking quickly go find it and put the link up in the fucking description. I've actually got in my videos one MVA I stopped off at fucking a few years ago, and fucking you see the highway car coming past, coming the other way, and he goes past us, turns around, and fucking comes back. But you can hear this cunt fucking coming, man. And Jesus, sounds good. Fucking yeah, bloody But then they started fucking with the design on the XR8, and they made the outer headlights really big and the inner headlights really small, and it kind of looked like fucking like he kicked it in the balls, and it's like, oh, fucking big wide eyes and shit, and they made it look shit. But now
Yeah.
they're like really cheap, and they're like the equivalent of the VB Commodores and all that kind of stuff from back in the day, because you can get them and flog them to fucking no one will fucking care. They're almost all fucking basically unregisterable now. So go into the
So
comment section
my
and hope
my question
this
was for you,
get
Farty.
loud. There we go.
My question for you, Farty, was if you can see the leg. Um, what do you think? Knowing it's four-legged, peg foot. What do you think?
Ugh.
I think that looks
Peg
pretty good
foot.
on there, but
Mm.
because like the spot robots from Boston Dynamics or something, they got the peg feet.
Yeah. The big splaying fucking toes and shit. Look that up.
You want
That
big
kind of looked like
splayed
he gave up.
toes? Really? Big splayed toes?
Yeah. Or at least like some sort of platform that comes out gives it a bit more stability. Like I know I'm stuck in the old '80s design kind of thing where
Yeah.
now you have gimbals and stabilizers and all this kind of shit that you can like. It
Fucking
doesn't matter.
stabilize your gimbal, damn it.
You can have it sitting on a fucking ball for all or even balance on two fucking wheels.
Well, so here, rotate.
But yeah, that's the new mindset. They can't
45.
do that. But I'm still
So,
used to the old. It needs a big foot.
so let's see. Grab X, grab Y. So it's
I'm all
gonna
of a
be
sudden,
kind of like this on the base. It's gonna be like at an angle.
yeah. Yeah, the engine was tough as hell too. Yeah. You just used to fucking like the amount of fucking Commodores I just literally ran into the ground. Like didn't bother fucking servicing them or anything. Like the last VP that I had, the fucking shocks had shit itself. The brakes were on their way out to the point that like one of the shoes fucking or the pads came out the caliper and fucking while you're driving along and it was getting stuck in the fucking between the disc and the caliper and fucking never bothered to change it because I got it from this joint called Beats Walking. Right, and this bloke fucking no shit will give you 6 months rego on the worst bucket of fucking shit that like literally is so unroadworthy it's not funny, but it'll get you out of trouble for about $200.
um,
But like that thing never fucking failed me either, eh? Like the tires did. Like I was constantly having to fucking put air in the bloody tires, but the shocks were fucked and all this kind of stuff. But that
shit.
fucking old fucking Chrysler fucking six, like that V6 fucking
Come on.
yeah. Oh shit, yeah.
There it is. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, let me try and adjust the window size so that everybody can have the fun of watching me fail at designing mechs.
Can you actually play that video on the YouTube?
Yes.
Because funny just to put it up.
Yes.
Just for shits and giggles.
I'm putting it up right now. I don't. It's not gonna. It's not. I'm not doing very well, but you know what? I'll work it out. Here. We'll put it in front of the waterfall, I think. Whatever. There. Hope you're happy.
Oh no, the video it's only a minute long with the cop car coming the other way. I put the link in the comment thing and thing.
Can I put that on here? Yes. Yes. Hang on. Hang on. I can do this.
So this is just north of where I live, and fucking a truck had rolled over, and an ambo got there first on site, but he was just around a bend, so I'm sitting the back a little bit further back, fucking with me lights going, fucking doing fucking slowing cunts down, so they were going to run up the arse of the ambo.
Yeah.
And about 3 minutes later, the fucking ambos come down, like, who the fuck are you? What are you fucking doing? All this kind of stuff. It's like, oh, it's all right. Rinko will be here in a minute because I knew fucking this high copper, bloody senior constable Rink, and he was on site. He was doing fucking a speed trap, like about fucking two or three Ks up the road. I'm like, yeah, he'll get this. And like, this is, I've just told this bloke, yeah, Rinko will be here soon. And there he goes there.
All right, let's
Here
go
we go.
ahead and get this. There's not going to be any audio.
Yeah.
Because because I have to do things. Wait, maybe I can get audio. Maybe I can get audio. Yeah, hang on, I gotta fuck with things. I gotta fuck with some settings. Give me a second here. We're gonna.
So this is just like the Ambo's already fucking moved himself back a bit because I'm now covering him. And then he's walked down and was like, what the fuck's going on here? This is my old car with the flashing lights in it.
All right, so
that's what that little rectangular thing on the just at the bottom of the screen is.
Okay. Hopefully this works. All right. So you might not hear it, but you'll hear it on stream. Here he comes. Is he bringing pudding?
Hang on.
Is he bringing pudding? That's all I need to know.
Oh no, actually, the cunt's still walking towards me.
Yeah, is he bringing pudding, or is he just no? He's not. Okay.
Fuck, I hope I got the right one. If you look to the right of the screen, I think it's as he's just walking past. But yeah, if you look up the top of the screen.
So right now, all I'm hearing is the blinker. That's all I'm hearing.
Yeah. Hang on,
Oh.
hang on. Here he comes, 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 here he comes. Watch the tree, and
Today,
here he goes.
we are answering an...
Damn it.
And hang on. Because you hear him fade out.
I didn't hear anything, to be honest. All I heard was the... No one wants to see my science and space videos. Nobody wants to see that. Okay. I'm about to get a fucking copyright strike for fucking playing a Kurzgesagt video. I've been watching a lot of that channel lately.
Yeah. I'll just play the audio through mine just in case you didn't hear
No,
it.
I played the audio, and I didn't really hear anything other than the clicking and the truck go by. The clicking, you know, your indicator light. Yeah. Okay, so here's Blender.
Oh, fuck's sake, you fuck. Christ fucking mighty, you talk fucking over it. Just be quiet for the next 10 seconds. Wait. Anyway, the fucking link's in the description, or the link's in the fucking comment section. Fucking go check out the video. Turn the fucking audio right the fuck up, and you can hear him.
Here, I'll put it in the chat for everybody. I'll put it on the actual YouTube chat.
I did. I already did.
You put it in the
Anyway.
studio chat. Did you put it? I didn't see it in the YouTube chat. I got it. I got it. I got it. You're good. We're good. I got it. I put it there for you. I put it there for you.
All right.
I put it there for you.
All right, Destroyer, did you hear that at all? We can find this out now.
Let's bring that up. Where's my cube?
Fucking.
Where's my cube, Farty? Where'd you put my fucking cube?
What also freaked out the fucking Ambo too is when Rinko rocked up, because I was in the middle of doing something at the time. I kind of wanted to fuck off, and I just basically gave Rinko a thumbs up. He gave me a thumbs up. I jumped in my car and fucked off.
Shit, that hurt.
Yeah,
I hope you guys enjoyed that ear rape. Fucking ow. Sneezes. Yeah, okay. So I guess I'm gonna model while we do our thing.
Now it looks like it's got a giant dick.
Good.
He's Jake the peg diddly diddlum with an extra leg.
Okay, just tell me where you want me to stop on this foot. Tell me when to stop on the foot. How long should I go? Keep going? Okay. Keep going. Okay, so far it's this long. We're gonna keep going until Farty says stop.
Oh, Jesus. Jeez, that was quick. Hang on a minute, not that long.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay, longer.
You're exceeding the pace, aren't you?
Longer? Okay, I'll keep going.
Your fucking Rinko was fucking moving too when he come past.
Okay. Grab Y. Okay. How long? About that long? Couple centimeters? Couple meters? Couple kilometers? What do we want here?
Oh, not that long.
Not that long. It makes me feel inferior.
Well, yeah, a little bit shorter than that.
A little bit shorter than what I have now?
Yeah.
There.
Probably helps if I watch it live on StreamYards. Oh no, you're not even watching it there. Anyway.
Hang on. Hang on. Here you go, Farty. It's on StreamYard. It's on StreamYard. There you go.
Here we go. A couple of more pixels.
Couple more pixels. Grab Y. All right, 1, 2. Cut. That's a couple more pixels. To you, it didn't look like anything, but to me, it looked like a lot.
Couple more.
Couple more. Okay. That many.
Whoa. Yeah. Sort of. Baby. Too far.
What the fuck was that? You sounded like that fucking yodel guy in that one game show.
I'm vocalizing the equivalence of like a dogman trying to fucking inch it, like, or nip a crane forward. And it's basically like it's two fingers, but you're sort of like tapping them together, like you're doing a duck, a shadow puppet, but a duck quacking. And that's sort of like very, very slowly, just millimeter by millimeter.
What do you think? Is that high enough?
I suppose.
Do you want it higher?
No.
Lower?
Well, about there. It's sort of proportional.
Proportional. Okay.
Yeah, what looks proportional?
E scale X, and then
see how the feet are in the background. Like,
just say when.
Sort of. Oh fuck! Shit.
Just say when.
I'm getting too drunk. The feet in the background, they look proportional to what you'd sort of expect for something like at that size.
Okay, so what you're saying is you want the foot about that wide, is what you're telling me.
Yeah, actually.
Okay. Now, I'm going to do something really stupid. You ready? I'm going to make it a little bit wider. And then snap to cursor.
Well, you see that where that pop-up menu was just there to the right. There's that foot that's already there.
Mm-hmm. What about? Oh,
it looks proportional, and it's sort of on like an aviation rule. If it looks right, it probably is.
You talking this guy?
Yeah, that guy.
The one that's currently highlighted.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he that's already on top on a model. Where is it? It is there.
Yeah. But you see, it looks proportional. It looks right. It looks like that's what even like natural design, like nature would fucking do.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like an aviation premise. Like if it looks right, it probably is. And
so
that's
speaking of aviation. Does this look right, Farty? Does this look right?
Well, nowadays you could make that fly.
You probably could. With enough energy, you can make anything fly.
Well, even still, with the whole premise of fighter planes being designed to be aerodynamically unstable, whereas like when they first there's this, if it looks right, it probably is a really old premise when you were just trying to fucking get things to fly on their own, using aerodynamic premises and stuff like that. If it looked right, it probably is. But nowadays, the thing is more of a case of you can design whatever the fuck you want, and now the computers have got enough speed and power to control all the surfaces and stuff, and then you force it to fly. But when they were like early in aviation, they were trying to like aerodynamically stabilize aircraft, so not only would they fly, but they'd go really fast. The problem is that they wouldn't fucking turn very tight. That's the whole point of making it aerodynamically unstable, is so that as soon as you don't fucking want it to fly straight, it will fall out the fucking sky and do all crazy fucking shit for you. It helps it turn.
So do you agree with my choice of a sonic weapon on the bolted into the wings?
Oh, that's the Raven mech, is it?
Huh?
That's the Raver mech, is it?
Yeah.
It comes up and just starts annoying shit with like hardcore gabba.
It plays Dancing Queen nonstop. It keeps the neighbors
Oh, no,
awake
no,
with
no.
Enter Sandman from Metallica.
No, no, no. It plays the first few bars of fucking Safety Dance. Dun, 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 diddle, diddle, dun, tsh, diddle, dun, 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 diddle, dun, dun, tsh, diddle, dun, 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 diddle, dun, dun, tsh.
Duster says
Until you
anything can fly
commit
once.
suicide. Until you commit suicide from going crazy.
Yeah. So
Make it stop.
so yeah, do you appreciate this design at all?
Yeah.
'Cause I don't know what
Yeah.
the fuck I was thinking when I made it. And there's another one, like the initial attempt is this thing. This god awful thing.
Well, that one with the wings, right? That kind of looks like, the legs could fold up and stuff like that and turn into something like a Verotech from, again, Robotech.
Yeah, I was kind of thinking Veritech fighter with this thing. But
Or more that the second one where they had the fucking the tanks and shit, because there was like a fighter plane that sort of they did a real half-ass version of it transforming and stuff like that. It kind of looks a bit more like that, but that still was a pretty neat design too. I didn't mind that one.
so here is.
Keep every cunt entertained. I better go do another piss.
Oh my god. We're gonna get Farty looked at. I promise. We're gonna take him to the doctor. I'm gonna have his prostate checked. Um. Yeah, that just doesn't look right to me. Oh man, the heartburn, man. I'm gonna have to go get some milk or something. Um. Shit. Yeah, we are. Oh my god. Why? Why is everyone watching now? Why is everyone watching now? We're getting close to wrapping up here. You know what? Fuck it. We'll go for about another hour, I think. Oh, wait. Fuck. Fuck. Did I?
There's nothing wrong with me. It's just like, well, yeah, I am kind of getting a bit older. Fucking the long range tanks aren't as long range as they fucking used to be, and I have been drinking a lot tonight, so fucking hell.
You know what's funny is
Yeah, I don't hurt so much.
anything can fly once because YouTube sucks. That makes sense. Um.
Hey,
uh. No. So you remember how you told me there was bad audio on the one video you uploaded the other day?
Mm.
There's like the only thing I heard clearly without the aid of a listening device, i.e., headphones. The only thing I heard clearly was your beer cracking open. That was the only thing I heard clearly on that video. What's that?
I wasn't doing much talking in that one.
No. I know.
I played one video I did earlier, and then I played a new segment, and then I said something at the end. So yeah, if you were listening for me to do any audio fucking commentary on that one, it's not there.
No. I know. I'm just saying, like, the only thing I heard, audio wise, was your beer cracking open.
Yeah, I did that, and I thought, oh shit.
Okay, now to do something incredibly retarded.
I also finally found the fucking because they went and hid it in Bandicam, the actual part where you can fuck around with the mic volume and stuff like that. So I'm pretty sure I've sorted that out.
Ah, shit.
I haven't done a video since either. So don't quote me on it. I'm probably wrong.
Don't quote you on it? Okay. You heard
That's
it
the problem
here.
with
Farty is the authority.
Yeah, there's a problem with Bandicam is that like you'll have your fucking settings and stuff like that, and then like at random, like I've got to do a test video first just to make sure the audio is functioning. Because like sometimes it'll drop the second track, so like you'll do some talking and all this kind of stuff, and then you go, here, watch this, and then it'll be just like 5 minutes of fucking no noise. And,
Yeah.
But because like I usually do things in one take. I used to only find that out fucking after I've already finished the video. And I review it before I upload it, and it's like, oh fucking hell! Well, can't be fucked doing that again.
Yeah,
because
no,
it
I
doesn't sound
understand.
the same when they do it the second time. And then if it's shit the first time, it's going to be 10 times as shit the second time. So if it's it'll just be shit the second time
Yes, I get
because
it.
the rants are off the cuff. They're not scripted.
Right.
Um, and like I said, it's the shit that needs to be said the way it needs to be heard.
Yeah, no, I hear you. I understand. I just thought it was funny that the only thing that stood out before I put earphones on, because I had to watch it twice because I couldn't make out a fucking thing,
Right.
even from the video that was playing in the background. Um, like
Oh no, I was totally aware of it. That's why I already put the fucking bad audio. Sorry.
Well, yeah, that's. I just think it's funny that the first thing I heard was and the standout thing that I heard was the beer can.
Yeah, well, all my videos still have the Bandicam logo because I'm too much of a tight ass to actually pay for the full version. Funnily enough,
You
I
don't have
pay
to
for
use
the full.
Bandicam. You can use better software. DaVinci Resolve is free.
I'm also that part of like getting that old that I can't be fucked. I'm starting to become a technophobe. I can't be fucked learning new shit.
That makes sense.
I've already know Bandicam and all this, and if I ever get around to paying the fucking $10 or whatever it is to fucking get the full version, I can do longer videos, and because I already know it.
Yeah. Well, DaVinci
But
Resolve, if you ever decide, Eh, oh, there's a little bit of puke in that one. Lovely. Oh.
reflux.
Oh yeah. Give me a second here to wash that down.
But I would like to go and do some rather fucking sophisticated shit and like putting audio tracks and fucking with sound and editing and all that kind of stuff. I reckon I could figure it out. Like
DaVinci
I know the
Resolve,
basics of
absolutely
what I'm
free.
doing there. Yeah, but then it's just me with the manic depression and all this kind of shit. I'd do the video, but then I wouldn't be bothered going through and doing all the editing and shit to actually create it. So I'll just have like all these fucking snippets at random just sitting around fucking waiting to be compiled. I find it's just easier to do it off the cuff, one cut. And if I do any sort of editing or anything, it's in camera live. So literally, it's a case of push pause button, change window, press play, push pause.
Yeah.
Fucking
Okay, so how's this foot? It is shaped like an H.
yeah,
Okay. Everyone like this
yeah,
foot?
work.
I would put some things in it, but I can't be bothered. Actually,
Put
here.
tank tracks around it. Yeah,
I already did that. I did that to one already. I'm not doing it to a third, or a second, or a fifth, or a 912th.
put knuckle bombs on the front of it.
Actually, I was thinking
So
about doing that.
it-
I was actually thinking about doing that for one of them. I'm not entirely sure which. This one, I want to put like. Hang on. I am 100% doing these shoulders. Because these are going to be super fucking easy to do. I don't know about this whole. I don't know. Okay. I don't know if you'll see my mouse. Probably. But this whole thing right here, I don't know if I'm going to do that. But I'm definitely doing this part.
Uh,
Oh, in unison. Guys, we're having heartburn in unison.
1, 2, 3. Thank you.
Actually, I'm gonna make that right now. Let's go ahead. Let's go cube. Grab Z. Grab X because I want it to be about the same width. Scale. Scale X.
Give it rocket launcher pod tits.
Rocket launcher
Like-
tits.
Yeah, like with the ones on like fucking Robotech, where like there's got these big tits. They're basically doors that open up a fucking rocket pod.
But I already have rocket pods. See, they're right here. They're right here, Farty, on this little tiny one.
It doesn't have tits. Give it tits.
Give
Okay.
it
I'm
tits.
just
Like this one? Like this one
Just
in the
met them
back? It had a mastectomy, though.
Oh, mastectomies, right?
Oh no.
Fucking
Oh Christ.
no, no,
No, no, no, Farty, please.
no, no, no,
Please.
no, no, no. Fucking
NSFW
uh,
warning.
Princess Kate Middleton, right? She fucking disappeared, had a cancer scare and all this kind of stuff, and spent like a whole bunch of fucking weeks fucking away and all this kind of stuff. And no cunt's fucking said anything about fucking like what actually happened and why she spent so much time away and all this kind of stuff.
Mhm.
The timing and all that kind of stuff really works out. And if you have a look at her now, she's got no tits at all. I reckon she's had a double mastectomy. And she's embarrassed to say it because, well, yeah, it is pretty embarrassing for a woman to fucking go through that shit. But yeah, just saying, I reckon she's had a double mastectomy. That explains the timing and all that kind of stuff and the cancer scare and this, that, and the other thing. She got no boobs left.
Oh, Farty. Do you take pride in making others feel less?
No, I'm just calling it now.
Oh,
Like it's like I'm not saying it is a bad thing or anything like that. If anything, she should be fucking coming out and saying it so she could advocate for that kind of thing. Because that's like
right.
basically what the Royals do nowadays. They advocate for shit. They set up fucking trust funds for organisations like that, and you can donate into these trust funds. See, this is another good part about the royal family. They will fucking chuck in a bunch of money. They'll set up this fucking trust fund and all this kind of stuff, donate to it and all this. But the money that they already put into it will last that organisation forever and ever and a day, and you're just chucking in the gravy on top of the meal, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Um, and they do that with fucking tons of fucking shit. In fact, Sarah Ferguson, Prince Andrew's ex-wife,
That was
who's
all Elizabeth's thing too, right? Like, was the charity stuff?
the whole fucking family, right? And I'll get on to fucking Harry in a minute because, like, fucking that stupid slut Megan's fucking gotten into his head and fucked him up. But fucking Sarah Ferguson, who was married to Prince Andrew, who's the mother of fucking Princess Eugenie and Beatrice. Fucking, I actually met her at Concord Hospital one day. She was opening up a fucking ward for some kids thing. Um, yeah, I had photos, but me dickhead mate Charlie picked up the bloody camera one night, opens up the back, goes, what's this? Like, you fucking, he's like, what's your problem? When are you getting, you just fucking ruined the film, you cunt. Well, what was on it? Fucking Sarah fucking Ferguson. Who's that? You fucking Neanderthal Lebanese piece of dumb fuck, fucking shit, onion fuck. Bloody, anyway, so yeah, I lost that photo. Fucking, but yeah, Harry, right? Like on fucking Dodgers channel years ago, I was talking up Harry, and this was just after he married that stupid fucking bag Megan.
Mm.
Um, he used to do a lot of fucking work in Africa, like a lot of African charities and stuff like that. And he was in Africa quite often, fucking like there's tons of footage of him, like he's having fucking immense fun just like playing soccer with fucking like kids in fucking like poor areas and shit like that. And like his mother was like like his mum fucking Princess Diana fucking she was big on fucking trying to get landmines out of Africa and all this kind of
Right.
stuff. And fucking like they used to do a hell of a lot for black people. And here comes this stupid fucking yank slut fucking, your family's racist. Your family, here, have another Eki. Your family's racist. Here, sniff this. Yeah, your family's racist. And now he's fucking thinking that like every cunt's the most racist bunch of fucks on the planet when it's the absolute fucking opposite. So don't do drugs, kids, or you too could be married to Meghan Markle. Fuck that fucking bitch. Where's a white Fiat Uno when you want one?
Can I have a Nikki instead?
But yeah, this is so fucking disingenuous and so fucking insulting to say that, like, oh, the royal family's racist and all this kind of stuff because they're fucking not.
Yeah.
That's some fucking bullshit, outdated fucking nonsense fucking crap that was even fucking wrong when it was nonsense and outdated. So while you lot still had fucking slavery and shit like that, the Brits were running around fucking paying most of Europe to buy slaves and free them off the fucking Europeans. And then they were putting their navy up and down the African coast to try and stop the fucking slaves being taken from Africa over to the fucking Americas. And they were the first ones to outlaw it as a fucking thing, both in the colonies, in their own country, and then fucking started belting fucking cunts into fucking submission, into fucking stopping it with their other countries as well, right? Like there's even this one fucking instance where there was like a court precedent that was set because some Yank fucking brought his slave over and the slave escaped and shit. And this Yank fella was like, he must be fucking punished and all this kind of stuff. And then like the whole bunch of fucking rich cunts in London went, no, this ain't fucking right. We'll fund this cunt's fucking legal fucking thing and all this kind of stuff. And they basically they set that precedent that like as soon as a slave sets foot in Britain, they become free.
Yeah.
So so like the Brits are the racist cunts. Yeah, rightio. Fucking, they're not. Then there's the Battle of Bamber Bridge, right? During World War II, right? The Yanks wanted to still fucking have segregation and shit with the black soldiers and stuff like that. And the Poms went, no. That's not fucking on here. You can't fucking do that. And the Yanks were, but it's our rules and shit. And so you got to have segregation. They're like, all right, well, fine. We'll just make all the pubs black only. Fuck you, cunts. And there was this one night where like a bunch of fucking MPs wanted to go this one black soldier for fucking whatever bullshit reason these cunts made up was most likely fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
And like the whole fucking town started punching on with the Yank MPs to defend this bloke. Like shots were fired and fucking everything, man. So I think 3 people got fucking killed and like a couple got wounded. But like, the whole fucking town just went, nah, this fucking racist shit's not on here. This is our fucking country, not yours. But we're the Americans and they're our rules. Hey, we don't give a flying fuck, cunt, smack.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Noblesse obliged was a thing for a reason. Yeah, probably. I mean... there goes the heartburn again.
But that's another thing there too. Like Australians come off as racist and all this kind of stuff. No, we're just realists. See, we know that like a Japanese person doesn't want to be labelled as a Korean, and a Korean doesn't want to be labelled as a Chinaman, and Vietnamese people fucking hate it when you don't fucking know that they're Vietnamese. And when we say, "Oh yeah, where you from?" we're not saying that as like, "Where are you from, boy? Why don't you come back to where I come from?" We're like, "Oh, where you from? Oh, you're from Vietnam. Oh, hey, whereabouts? Oh, what province and all this?" We want to actually get to fucking know you and learn something about you and all this kind of shit because we got a genuine fucking interest of where you come from and all this kind of shit. And we know that like it'd be an insult if I called you Thailand or Thai or fucking Cambodian or whatever, because like the Vietnamese had a full fucking war with the Cambodians because of Pol Pot and the Khmer Rouge, and like they were that fucking bad that the Vietnamese took it upon themselves to invade to put a stop to it, right? So you call them Cambodian or something like that, they'd fucking punch you in the fucking snout. Same thing with Indonesians, like they don't like being called other people and all this, and it's just fucking rude if you just call them Asians and all this, because they don't see themselves as Asians, they see themselves as their own fucking country and shit, because apparently sovereignty is not fucking a bad thing. Some of you silly fucking Yanks.
What? How dare you? How
same thing as
dare you?
Like that. You call an Armenian a fucking Uzbek, and he'll fucking damn near bloody kill you. Fucking
Farty. How dare
same thing
you?
with Africa. Like it's not a case of where they come from, and like it's not rude to say what tribe you are, because like if you call a fucking Tuareg a fucking Edu or something like that, he'd definitely fucking kill you because that's a fucking insult. Or fucking a Maasai Xhosa, like fuck, they're 2 different fucking cunts, man. Like 2 different languages and everything. So you can't go Akuna Matata to someone who goes because he doesn't fucking understand you.
That gets deleted. Yeah,
Or
no,
jump
I agree.
to a saloon or something like that. He wouldn't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sure he would.
But according to Disney, fucking that's universal.
It is, isn't it? All languages are universal.
No, it's not. Totally fucking is.
Shit. You've just shattered. You've just shattered me mentally. I can't handle this. I can't even, Farty.
Speaking of fucking Disney, right? they're pulling all funding from the Democrat Party until Joe Biden is removed. So I think the rationale is at the moment Disney good till Joe Biden gone, then they support the Democrats again, then we go back to shitting on Disney. I think that's what we're supposed to do.
No, I will never support Disney. Never.
Well, that's what they're trying to do with the brownie points. Like, see, we're not supporting the crippled old fart anymore.
What do you think, Farty? Does that look okay to you?
Eh,
Bless you.
bloody hell now.
Okay. So now I need to make these little bottom... What would you call those bottom parts? Under the barrels. Would you call those grenade launchers? Do those look like grenade launchers?
Well, the top barrels look like they'd be more projectile weapons,
Yeah,
whereas
yeah.
the bottom barrel might be more
I'm just
plasma
talking
type.
about, like, right here. I don't know if you can see where my mouse is hovering.
Yeah.
The part that looks like a couple of Bic lighters.
Yeah, they look more like they'd either, well, probably a flame launcher or a fucking or a plasma type weapon, energy weapon. So your top 6 barrels there, you're more probably a projectile side like fucking Metal Storm. At the bottom ones, or fucking Metal Storm, fucking mortar launcher. You ever seen that?
No, I have not.
Oh, that was this fucking groovy thing we were looking at fucking in the early 2000s. We were actually trying it with the Australian Army. There's this 4-barrel fucking thing on like on 4 legs. It looks like one of these fucking mechs, and it's like automated, and you rig it up with fucking drones and shit like that to do all the targeting, and it's a mortar system.
Okay.
And like with Metal Storm, it's that stacked fucking ammunition kind of thing where it uses electronically fucking detonated fucking plasma in between the rounds. So there's actually no propellant. It's the air that's the propellant. So you got like say 6 rounds stacked in the barrel, and they fire in sequence. And there's 4 barrels, and this thing fucking it just like you could have it marked out on certain points on the computer and all this kind of shit, and fucking even surveillance, and have sensors out there to, like for tripping and stuff like that. So if like a fucking dude's coming along or a formation's coming along and they trip like a fucking sensor or something like that, this thing would just swing around, go, and fucking fire like 3 mortars, and like so accurate, and like and
nice.
Hang on, I'll try and see if I can find it and I'll fucking show you. Fucking, because we had fucking footage of this shit. That's the Metal Storm's that shit that had that stacked rounds. It didn't carry that much ammunition, but it could fire it like a million rounds a second.
Okay, I think
they had a 3-round grenade launcher that did that too.
this and then this. Okay, I think that looks better. I think that looks better.
Fucking YouTube, you cock-sucking fuckwit cunt. No, I'm not looking for a Metal Storm mortar in my videos, you useless bastard. Fucking search the rest of it. Now I've got to fucking type it out again, you fucking cunt.
I love YouTube. The Marauder Rifle or the OICW. Okay, so what
here we go.
Do here a mesh
aerial denial weapon or area denial weapon it was called. So we'll just put that in the chat.
All right, I'll take a look at it in a second here. But first, let me go with this.
Chat on StreamYards for you.
Y, boop, and then.
Oh, while we're here, fucking FPS Russia, right? Yeah. He's one of the original fucking gun tubers, and he used to fucking do some really crazy, wacky shit. And I actually remember that video that you showed me where he blew the door off the car.
Oh no, he blew the whole
Um,
truck apart. If you look, he blew the whole fucking thing
yeah,
apart. And I'm
yeah,
like, the
yeah.
bullet alone wouldn't do that.
No, no, no. But there's this little canister of this shit called tannerite inside the car, and it's an explosive target. And it was just as like tannerite was coming out, so like no cunt fucking knew like like what did it actually do. And like cunts were doing really stupid shit, like putting it, like filling 44-gallon drums with it, and like fucking blowing trees out of the ground and
Right.
fucking all sorts of stuff. And like I remember that video. That wasn't a fuck up, and that wasn't CGI. They literally blew the door off that car, and it come flying back at them, and fucking nearly took out the cameraman. Um, yeah. So what happened with him, right, was eventually they got that big that they actually had to get like a licensed fucking firearms dealer that worked with them, and it became a big business and all this kind of shit. And fucking one night, something fucking happened where they came to the building they were renting and all this kind of shit. And this firearms dealer dude that was working with
He
them
had
was
200
sitting there
pounds
with
of
the door.
tannerite in the truck. Holy shit.
Yeah. But what happened with that one, right, was that they usually hang it off the rear view mirror in the cab.
Right.
But this one didn't come with a rear view mirror, so they basically just put it on the seat behind the door, and it turned into a shape charge. But this firearms dealer, like, he got fucking. He was found dead in this warehouse that they were renting out with a bullet hole through his head. And I still don't know the full story about that, exactly what happened, who fucking shot him, and all this kind of stuff.
Who
But
shot
that
Mr.
fucking
Burns?
basically brought the fucking government down on them, big investigation, all this kind of shit. The ATF got involved, and then it turns out that Kyle, the bloke who's doing the character of Dimitri, who's FPS Russia,
Right.
he's actually a Yank. He's putting the accent on.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, my friends. This is FPS Russia, and today I want to show you this, fucking. Anyway, bloody. And when I first heard him speak in an American accent, I'm like, nah, he's putting that on. Because he does the Russian accent so good. It's like when you hear him, it's like, well, actually, it's like, oh, fuck off. That's not your real voice. Anyway, it was so used to the Russian one. But yeah, so the Yanks came and like the government come down. They fucking investigated the crap out of him, and they found that like Kyle smokes weed, and you're not supposed to do that, and it's a criminal offense. So they basically killed his entire fucking business, and he had to give up
Yeah.
most of his guns. He went to jail for it and everything, and fucking as a result of that, pretty much his channel got fucking nuked off YouTube. He's probably one of the biggest fucking channels, the first ones to get nuked off YouTube completely. But a lot of people archived his shit, and that's why you can still see some of the videos, but most of it's all gone. So that's that guy. I used to be a big fucking fan of him, and like then up and like till like everything disappeared.
Yeah. No, I understand. I understand completely. You get attached to it. You get it. Well, I wouldn't say attached, but you come to expect and take for granted that something is going to be there and it's going to last forever. Because that's just human nature, right? To want something to last forever, and then it just doesn't, and it falls apart, and it feels like shit when it does.
Well, that's the funny part about it, right? Because forever and a day, it was like, well, once it's on the internet, it's always on the internet, and it's like, no, not so much.
Yeah.
Things can get wiped out. There is such thing as lost media now. Apparently, the same company that made Metal Storm tried to make a rifle. Yeah, they tried doing it with a whole mess of stuff. They even tried doing it with a pistol as well.
Does that look right? Does that look right?
Yeah,
Big old empty spot in the back there. That look okay?
yeah.
Okay.
Uh,
Here I am inventing fictional weapons that should not exist, and I've essentially recreated.
Weapons that should not exist yet. In the link, there is a weapon that fucking does resemble
Yeah.
that. um, Oh, credit! He didn't break character in the video. Yeah, no, I've actually saw an interview. He's on like the PK fucking
So you?
something
Oh,
bloody
okay. Look.
podcast, and he was actually talking about like when that door come off, and they were saying like if it hit him and like sliced across his face and shit, he would have still fucking been in character and like ended the video like have a nice day. Um, fucking, when it was a fuck up too, because he has to pause and fucking think about what to say next. And one of the funniest ones was there's this rifle called the Honey Badger, and it's an integrally suppressed like M16 clone, and it has an MP5 style retractable stock. So it's like basically two prongs that run down some rails along the side of the rifle with the buttstock on the back of it, and you can collapse it right up. And like during the video, he's going to extend the stock, and usually they've got a stop that like you can pull it out and it won't just fully come out. But this one, he's just like shrink, and he just looks at it like there's this thing in his hand with two dirty great big prongs coming out. He's like, he just looks and goes, "You can also use it as a weapon," and like fucking stab the air and shit.
So the only reason I called out that video was because there wasn't any context on why the explosion happened. And when you just put a video out there like that, yeah, okay, it's faked. When you fake a video, you can use in-camera tricks, or you can use post-production stuff. So it's definitely one of those things where I'm like, okay, it's an in-camera trick that's being done. I'm pretty sure that there's a charge being set off, a pyrotechnic charge being set off somewhere to have the truck explode like that. But my point of contention was there wasn't any context to where to how the truck was, exploding. So shooting the fucking truck with a bullet is like, okay, this is fake somehow.
Nah, I'll get on that in a sec. Honey Badger was 4 pounds 9 ounces. That's only about 2 kilos. That's actually quite light, considering my old SLR fully loaded was about 5 kilos.
See, that's just under 2 pounds or 2 kilos.
10 pounds, something like that. Tannerite is what's called a binary explosive, and it comes in 2 parts. So when it's separated, it's perfectly safe. You can set it on fire, you can throw it around, you can smack it with a hammer and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's like the ingredients that make up thermite. Separately, all the ingredients are fine.
Where one's an explosive, the other one's
an incendiary.
Incendiary, that's the word I was looking for. And the difference being is incendiary will burn with high heat, but it'll burn under the speed of sound, whereas an explosive burns typically above the speed of sound.
Yeah.
In various different speeds. So the higher the explosive, the faster the speed particles will burn, and more energy will be released. Now, they actually made an even stronger stuff called In the Red, which was another binary explosive, did exactly the same thing, but pound for pound was, I think, 5 times more explosive.
Okay.
And the whole thing with Tannerite was that you were supposed to, sort of put a little bit of it in some tissue paper and then make a little package out of it and then tape it to the back of, like, a paper target or something like that. And then shoot it from a distance and, like, make a big bang and puff of smoke and, like, you'd know you've hit your target. And this stuff goes off by shock. So the actual force of hitting it was enough shock, you ever used to have these things called throwdowns? These little paper packets with a little bit of fucking.
We call them poppers. We call them poppers. We just throw them on the ground and they just pop. Yeah.
Yeah, effectively it's the same shit, but you hit it with a bullet instead of throwing it on the ground. Okay. But within the red, you could hit it with a hammer and it'll basically fucking blow your arm off. And it's only supposed to be used in little tiny fucking bits and bobs. And this is where I was saying, like, when it was brand new and a lot of these gun tubers were doing stupid shit with it, like as Destroyer said, they put like 10 pounds or 200 pounds of this fucking shit in a truck and fucking completely vaporized it. I think Demolition Ranch, they launched a fucking tree stump with like fucking 44 fucking gallon drum of this stuff. Cunts were doing some really fucking stupid shit with it, and I'm surprised no one fucking. I don't know if anyone got killed from doing stupid shit with it, but from as far as I know.
Oh, someone died from doing stupid shit with it.
Pretty sure I would have heard about it.
People die from doing stupid shit with stuff like that all the time, and it never gets reported on because it happens so fucking frequently. It's like, what else you got?
Well, that's the thing there, right? So the Smith & Wesson 500 handgun, um, and I've only known about one instance of when this has happened that it actually fucking double backed and blew someone's head off. But these things are so powerful, it has a tendency of doing this thing called double backing, and that's where
Right.
it'll actually rotate from the recoil. It'll fully rotate back and will have the barrel fucking full pointed at you. And just through the mechanics of how it moves, it'll make you pull the trigger a second time.
Yeah. Well, because in that case,
And
because in that instance, the trigger will no longer be behind your finger; it'll be in front of your finger, and your instinct will be to get your finger off of the trigger.
no. Oh yeah,
But it'll still also
yeah,
have the forward momentum,
yeah.
from spinning around, from having the backward momentum from the recoil. So when it flips around, that backward momentum is now going forward.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's just the mechanics of it will make you pull the trigger a second time, but by the time you've pulled that second trigger, the barrel is no shit point right between your eyes.
Yeah.
And with the Smith and Wesson 500, that's effectively a 50 caliber round.
Dester
It'll
says
pop your
he
fucking skull completely off your shoulders.
Yeah, Dester says he knows a guy who cut his leg off shooting a lawnmower filled with tannerite.
Yeah. Oh well, there you go. Someone did get hurt.
Yeah,
Fucking. Um.
I
Yeah.
told you it's
Well,
happened.
well,
I
I'm
know it's
surprised
happened.
it didn't happen more often. Like, with, no, some of the fucking stupid shit the cunts were doing with it, I'm surprised. Like fucking just about everybody who's ever used it hasn't fucking near killed themselves yet.
Yeah.
Well, they near killed themselves, but like there's a lot of fucking near misses where every cunt's like, Jesus Christ. Um. Fuck, that was close. There was another one where FPS Russia did it, and they blew up a fridge, and the door came out, fucking took the camera out.
I got a good one for you. Backyard Scientists did rockets that were essentially guided rockets that were weighed down. He made little star shaped blades to go on the end of them. Made them out of big 10-inch PVC pipes, and he launched these rockets down a line into like car doors and into a fridge and into a staged living room set that he built. Not built, but like there was a wall he put up, a TV, and like an armchair, like a lazy boy chair, and he just fucking sends it and fucking demolishes everything.
Mm.
What do you think, Farty? Good?
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. That in hindsight, it's a wonderful fucking thing, and yeah, you definitely should make large caliber revolvers in single action.
So what about single? What about I'm gonna call this a linear machine gun, or a linear not machine gun. What the fuck is it called again?
Chain
Um,
gun,
yeah, thank you.
and not the chain gun, because like there's the little fucking 30 millimeter cannon on the bottom of a fucking Apache used to be known as a chain gun because like the bullets were all linked and shit.
Yeah,
But it's more the Doom chain gun because all the barrels fire in sequence like a chain.
yeah.
Shooting RPGs, the thing's exploding on his shoulders. I mean, I didn't die. Yeah, actually, yeah, I remember that one. There's actually another way you can go to Vietnam, and there's a mob that'll actually let you fire like live B-40 rockets and stuff like that, which is like the predecessor to a fucking an RPG. And there was one guy there that fucking like pulled the trigger, and the thing just fucking blew up in his face. He was alive somehow, without a scratch too.
That's fucked up.
But then there's Kentucky Ballistics who fucking had a 50 cal fucking single shot 50 cal just completely detonate on him. And I've got a theory with that one because he was using these weird rounds called slap rounds, which are like a Sabo fucking armor piercing round that the army used to trial and stuff, and you weren't really supposed to fire them out of a fucking something with a muzzle brake. And I reckon Billy Bob fucking down in fucking bumfuck Idaho somewhere fucking bought a bunch of these projectiles and he went like, well, I'm going to load these motherfuckers up real big. And he's made full fucking loads. And then, fucking loaded one up and the gun's fucking blown up on him. And he's died. And his missus has gone, well, I'm gonna go and fucking sell this ammunition off. These are these 550 millimeter caliber 50 round shot thingy madoodle bloody thingies in there, and they're like said, my pa said they were from the army and stuff, and fucking Kentucky Ballistics is just going, oh yeah, slap rounds, cool, thanks. Oh yeah, I'll shoot those, not knowing that they were like literal fucking sticks of dynamite. Fucking sent, fucking got the gun sent back at him. He
Says
almost
they
died
used
from
the
that.
wrong powder. Is confirmed the rounds were tampered with.
Yeah. Well, there you go. It was confirmed. Yeah, I didn't know that bit, but I had that fucking suspicion right from the word go.
All right. So what do you think, Farty? Flat and flared out on the top and bottom a little bit like this,
Mm.
or
Yeah.
kind of rounded
Um,
while still flared out
cut slits in it like fucking muzzle brakes.
in the barrels,
Flash suppressors.
in the
Yeah, in the barrels.
in the
Like
barrels.
past that fucking that ring where it tapers down.
Okay.
If you look at that fucking metal storm video I posted, you'll see what I mean there.
I don't want to do a
'Cause it's got
muzzle
a
brake. I don't want to do a muzzle brake.
little flash suppressor.
The problem. Okay, so the problem is that these are going to be. Hang on, let me. Item. Oh, that's 58 millimeters. That should be 48 millimeters. So these things are going to be. Hang on. So they go on a 5 centimeter base. Okay, so 5 centimeters wide. Is the footprint for like the actual, like where the feet land on the base. And I think the tallest one I have, let me see, the tallest one I have here is going to be, let's see, just under 8.
Here's another thing Destroyer might find interesting too, is that later, Kentucky Ballistics went and blew up another fucking bloody oh fucking what's he called? He blew up the same model fucking gun. Now these guns are made by this one bloke who basically handmade them. Yeah, it sounds the rounds were counterfeit, used hot powder, and caused an over pressure explosion. Yeah, or like reloads. Billy Bob reloaded his own shit. But yeah, it was an RN50. And I can't remember the cunt's name. It fucking makes it, but he basically makes these things bespoke. So like, he's not a massive company. So they don't make very many of these. Now they looked at Serbu. That's the guy. Fucking you have a look at, like, they did close-ups of the one that failed first, and then he got one to fail later on, and the threads are completely different.
Shit.
He says that, like, oh yeah, it failed the same way, but the threads on the first one that he fired, fucking that failed first, the threads fucking sheared at a lower level, like closer to the actual fucking barrel itself. And then you can also see where there is some metal fatiguing kind of thing where the face of the breech face, where it started coming off around where the threads start coming out and all this kind of shit. I'm a bit too pissed to fucking remember like all the proper terms for like your threads and like the peaks and troughs and shit like that, but there is correct terms for it. But the one he got to fail second off was basically all the tips where you'd expect something to fail, like from brand new. And I'm kind of thinking too, it wasn't just the rounds, but it was also partly because it was a fairly well used rifle as well at that point in time. Yeah, you noticed that as well, yeah. I did do a video on that as well. Fucking, I don't know whether either Kentucky Ballistics or Mark Serbu actually ever saw that, but sort of wanted to point that out as a kind of like a it wasn't just the round. This thing had been hammered quite often, and like with anything, you fucking like when you use stuff, it'll fucking fatigue over time and stuff like that. And it might not have been the metallurgy, it might not have been the heat treating process, it might have just been the fact that it had been thumped a few times, and then you put something really spicy in it, and that's what let it go. or help to let it go, anyways.
There we go. Got a nice big cooling vent on the back of this weapon. I don't know why it needs a big cooling hole, but hey, that's what we're doing. That's the direction we're taking it. Big old cooling hole right there. Farty, don't you want to stick your finger in it?
Well, I'm sure Scott loved using that rifle too. Like, well, he loves his big bangs. Like, fucking his new favorite one, the fucking what was it, the fucking 10 gauge, or the fucking if only he could fucking shoulder that fucking punt gun, I reckon he'd be fucking shooting that thing from the shoulder.
One big divot in the back, or two?
Up to you.
It is up to me. That's why I'm
Either
asking.
way.
I'm asking out loud, sir. I'm not allowed. Okay. Yep,
Yeah,
there we go.
average wear and tear on top of extra spicy round. That's
All
that's
right.
what I'm saying too. Yeah.
How's that look to everybody? That look okay?
The full bore. Mm-hmm.
6 bore? What?
No, the full bore.
6 bores?
That's his new
7 bores. Oh, we're not talking about animals. We're talking about. Right. Okay.
rifle.
Rifles.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I like that. I think I like that a lot. And then we'll go ahead and scale and drop that in there and scale that in. Just give it a little bit more visual interest, and we'll do the same with this part here. Because why the fuck not?
It's like, funnily enough, I love me guns, but I reckon I'd be a massive pussy if I ever fucking shouldered a fucking 50. They only ever done it from a fucking tripod or a head mount or something like that, ring mount. Fucking. I just think that would just.
You know what video I really liked? I know it was fake to hell, but I really liked the midget getting blown away using the one rifle.
Yeah, you notice how I said he got yanked by a piece of twine.
Yeah, no, I knew I knew he was being pulled.
A piece of twine.
Like I knew he was being pulled. Like, that much was obvious. It was just still fun to watch because midgets.
Yeah. Like I didn't say he got yanked with a cable or a big piece of rubber, just a piece of twine.
No, but it was fun to watch. It was fun to watch. I'm going to hell. I don't care.
Fucking midgets are fun, man. Like, fucking, shit. We used to have midget throwing competitions up until fucking, like, they said, oh, that's fucking, you're not allowed to do that.
That's racist.
It's not racist. It's like something like, oh, fucking, we're bullying them or something. They used to have fucking hilarious bloody fun.
Dude, they would fucking ask people to do it.
Yeah.
I knew a guy who was a midget in high school, and he was like, hey, in high school I was a lot leaner than I am now currently. And that's not something I bemoan or anything. That was then, this is now. I'm comfortable with who I am now. I'm a fat sack of shit now. And I'm comfortable with that. And I actively contribute to that by eating while asleep. But in high school, I was enough. Bring back dwarf tossing, yes. I was strong enough to pick up someone who was like 200, 300, 220 pounds, I think, was like the most I could lift, like, person-wise. So I had some mass, not a lot, but I had some, and oh, there goes the reflux, man. But I had some, and I had a friend who was like, hey, we're going elf bowling. I want you to throw me. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. I'm like, what the fuck is elf bowling? He's like, watch this. So he pulls out a video cassette, and we're hanging out at his house. So he pulls out a video cassette, and here's this guy tossing the kid down a slip and slide that's been oiled up into some fucking bowling pins on the end.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, this is elf bowling. I'm like, is that you? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, who the fuck is that on the throwing you?" He's like, "That's my dad."
Yeah, fucking, we used to have like a fucking Velcro wall, and like the midget come out in a little Velcro suit, and he'd have fucking hilarious fun. You'd throw him up against the wall, you just go splat,
Dude,
and
I
just
have
hang there for a
never
minute, just start peeling himself off, and go, do it again, do it again. It was, like, they thought it was fucking hilarious. It was
I
like a
have
fucking
never had
joyride for it.
so like I have never seen someone have so much fun getting
Yeah.
thrown into shit.
Mm-hmm.
Never. I've never fucking seen it. It's the
Fuck,
greatest.
if someone could pick me up and throw me against a Velcro wall that I could fucking stick to, I'd fucking want them to do it all the bloody time. It'd be fucking, like, that sounds like awesome fun.
Dude, I would love to be thrown down a fucking slip and slide, man. There's an artistry
Mhm.
to it.
And it's not like we're taking the piss out of the bloke too. Like, we're just fucking having great fun. We're laughing with him, not fucking at him. And he's having fucking hilarious fun. Like, do it again, do it again. It's like, it's probably more fucking strenuous for us because we've got to actually do all the heavy lifting.
Yeah, they know how good they got it.
Oh yeah. Like, I've had fucking midgets use me as a bloody ladder and all sorts of stuff. There was one time I was just sitting in the pub and fucking this fucking midget just starts fucking climbing up on top of me and just plonks himself down on the seat beside me. He goes, "Thanks, man." Like, what? And I go, "Oh, just use you as a ladder." It's like, "Oh, okay, no worries."
And it's hard to be mad at a midget too. Like they can kick you in the balls, and you're like, you know what? That's okay.
But you know what's really fucking funny? Midget porn.
No, that stuff kind of creeps me out. I have to draw the line there. That shit
No,
creeps
no,
me
no.
out.
Especially when they put like a midget girl with a dude with like a fucking 12-inch dick, and she still fucking rides the cunt. It's like, where the fuck is that all going?
Rides the cunt, but I thought she was riding a dick.
And some of those fucking midget porn stars are actually really pretty.
I just the that just freaks me out. It just weirds me out. I don't know why. I don't care why. It just freaks me out. To me, it's about the same as like when someone sings a song about wanting to fuck Nala from the Lion King. There's an actual song called "I Want to Fuck Nala from the Lion King."
Well, Rodney Rude used to do one. It was like, oh, I like girls that have small hands because it makes my cock look big. And then when you see like a midget having a double-handed dick that's bigger than their bloody head.
Oh, I can't. I'm not even on camera, so I can't even do it. You know what? Maybe I'll get a camera. Oh, speaking of cameras, so you remember we had this whole big argument long time ago. Like, I'm gonna send you a fucking camera, Frank. So you better fucking take it.
I'm fucking doing it. No, don't do it. I'm fucking ordering it off Amazon now.
And I'm
Why
like,
the fuck can
fine.
I not
And I'm
order
like,
Amazon
fine.
in
Fuck it.
America?
Whatever.
All
Do
right,
it.
get it sent to my place and I'll fucking mail it to you. No,
Um,
don't do it. I'm doing it whether you like it or not. Can't just
about
shut the fuck up.
about 6 months ago, I plugged it
Yeah.
in and it exploded.
Oh, fuck.
It took
Well,
out
did
one
you
of
ever
the
get to use
USB
it
ports
before
on
then?
my computer.
Did you ever get to use it before then, though?
I used it on the streams for a while,
Yeah.
but
Oh,
like,
at least you got some use out of it.
what's that?
At least you got some use out of it.
The
Do you want another one?
no, I'm good. You know what I figured out I could use for my cameras now?
What?
My smartphones, my old smartphones that have just been sitting around collecting dust.
Yeah.
So I've repurposed the one that I never use anymore. I've repurposed it into a cam for when I do my Twitch streams. And if you guys want to see me on Twitch, it's Jetvex. JETTVEX. And that comes, and I'm gonna give it away now. Are you ready? You want to know where I got the name Jetvex from?
Yeah.
So I play Overwatch, right? That's one of the games I play. I don't have a whole lot of fun playing it because it frustrates the hell out of me sometimes. But, I have enough fun playing it because it's a game, And so one of the things that kind of gets teased once in a while is this character called Jetpack Cat, which is like the pet of one of the characters who wasn't a character at the time. But one of the characters' apprentices pet cat was like teased at one point, or like someone had made an offhand comment about a cat with a jetpack. And I thought it was funny, so I changed my name on Overwatch to Jetpack Cat. Just because, you know, I love the idea of it. We have a hamster, give me the fucking cat now. and and so the name Jetvex comes from not having Jetpack Cat is vexing.
Mm. Oh, fuck Tracer.
You can in China.
And, yeah, if I ever get one of those robotic sex dolls, it's going to be bloody Tracer.
Oh man, if I ever end up with one of those robot sex dolls, it'll have to self clean because I don't want to do shit. You get a hamster with a mech. Why not a cat? Why not a jetpack cat? Exactly. Destier says you play Overwatch and I would continue to hold it against you. That's fine. You can hold it against me. I will. I'm not going to apologize for it. I don't care if you like it or not.
Tracer, yeah, so the whole thing with Tracer is that thing on her chest is supposed to regulate her fucking time dilation, distortion, fucking teleportation, doodle nonsense. Yeah. And the storyline goes that before she met the gorilla dude, fucking she'd just be blinking in and out of fucking existence and all this kind of stuff. And I kind of sort of thought, well, like, you know, there was obviously sort of like one instance, right, where she like woke up in the morning, she went to the dunny and she's sitting there taking her shit, and then all of a sudden, and she's now sitting on someone's breakfast table shitting in someone's cereal.
That's illegal, sir. Oh, fuck the heartburn,
that image was
dude.
fucking hilarious.
Oh, this heartburn, dude. Oh my fucking god.
Have some quickies.
I don't want to. I want to feel the pain. I want to know I'm alive.
I don't. I'm at the stage now where I fucking get reflux in the middle of the night and start aspirating in my sleep.
I'm obviously not being serious.
I am.
But I don't have the money to fucking have it treated. So yeah, so there we are. I don't have the money to have it treated. Welcome to America.
America, fuck yeah.
America, fuck yeah. That's a good movie. That was a lot of fun to watch.
The United States of America, for God's sake.
What's that?
The United States of America, for God's sake.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, well, that's what Joe Biden calls it.
Yeah, exactly. You do not agree with our president? With the leader of the free world?
Well, I agree with him the part that he's basically a fucking little girl now. The part where he's black and the vice president, I don't know whether he's fucking correct or not. He's definitely not running the fucking place. Did you see that recently? In the middle of an interview, he says, I'm the first black vice president working under a black president. And like, you just fucking said you were Kamala Harris, you fucking idiot cunt. You're trying to fucking make every cunt believe you're fucking still sane and you just said that shit, you dumb fuck.
I still love how fucking Newsom, like, accidentally endorses Trump. That was great. That was fucking phenomenal. Let's have more of that, please.
I got a bit of a theory as to the reason why Joe Biden's all of a sudden just starting to fucking circle the drain so fucking quickly.
Well, he's close to dying.
Well, that too, but fucking like it's a marked increase. Like, he was demented and shit and said stupid shit before. I mean, like, fucking back in like 2009, fucking Robin Williams did a spiel about him, how he, you know, he'd say shit that Tourette's people would say, well, no, man. Fucking, you know, bloody, I'd like to say I'm proud to be serving under Barack America. And he's like, he's not a fucking superhero, dude. You know, he's just always been a bit fucked in the head. But now it's sort of kind of like, yeah, since the debate, it's sort of kind of like he's just completely lost his fucking shit.
Yeah.
And it's not really so much as like now everyone's turned against him and now they're not trying to hide it anymore or anything because we were all fucking seeing it. Like you guys weren't, but we were in the rest of the fucking world. We were seeing the whole fucking time. But it's gotten so fucking worse in like the last couple of weeks. It's not funny. I reckon, right? They know that they're going to lose. They know Trump's going to get in and Trump's going to go after him. So now he's actually feigning complete fucking mental incompetence so that when he does go to court, he can use that doting old fart excuse of like that fucking stupid her cunt fucking, oh, well, you see, he's not mentally fit to fucking stand trial or anything like that. He's a doting old fart and, twilight of his life and all this. And now they're fucking really bunging it on. So when fucking he has to go and fucking stand up for all the bloody bullshit he's been up to, fucking pretty much his whole fucking career. I mean, like shit. In the '70s,
Yeah.
he was in an interview, and the interviewer goes, "Well, he's the least corruptible person in fucking DC," and he goes, "Oh, I wouldn't say that." Like that was no in response, and this was in the '70s.
Yeah.
Um, and then like now it's a case of like, well, you're definitely in
Syphilis.
shit, so you just like lose your plot completely so you can feign mental incompetence and then they can't fucking, punish you for it. But his son is still shitting bricks, and the only reason why I reckon he's fucking like, hanging around Joe like a fart and a bad smell is because like the instant fucking Joe fucking loses all his power, Hunter's gonna have to run for cover. Because like, yeah, fucking no one's protecting him anymore after that.
Yeah. They've already lost one son. They can't afford to lose another.
Yeah.
I don't
Well, I
mean to. I
reckon
don't mean to
I reckon
say that as like as a dick thing either. So I don't want to like get that out of your fucking head. There's plenty of other shit I want to be a dick about, but not that. All right. So you can go fuck yourself if that's the first thing that comes to your mind. You
well, I
fucking
got a theory
sicko.
about the first wife. Fucking supposedly drunk driver, and that kind of sounds like a bullshit Disney excuse to explain away the reason why the kids have only got a father. Um, but fucking, I reckon she knew too much, and she was about to fucking get a moment of consciousness, and they fucking severed her brake lines. Oh yeah, drunk driver hit her. She careened into a fucking bunch
Yeah.
of cars or something. But then you have a look at fucking what Joe Biden said about fucking, home defense and stuff. You only need a double barrel shotgun, and like, you hear a noise outside, you go out in your porch and you go kapow kapow, and that's enough to scare any cunt off. And like, his wife comes out, hears a noise, goes kapow kapow, and the next thing she hears is she's out of ammo. Get her.
Oh man, it's like those videos of those roving gangs trying to kidnap women that are starting to surface all of a sudden.
Mm.
Um and the woman just pulls out a little baby Colt and goes, "Pop, your balls are gone." That's what that
Well, that was
reminds
an
me
old
of.
saying back in the days. Women should support gun rights, because no one ever raped a 38.
Yeah. Well,
It
women's
does have
women's
shit like
vaginas are more regulated than a gun is. Okay, well then carry around a gun, and then your gun will allow your vagina not to be regulated. That's simple math,
women's
isn't it?
vaginas aren't fucking regulated. Women are throwing their fannies out to fucking every cunt.
All right, guys.
I mean, you listen to Camel Toe, fucking, she says that like getting pregnant is so fucking dangerous and shit for women that every woman dies when they get pregnant, even though we've got a whole population of people that came from fucking women in the first
Yeah,
place.
it was dangerous until about 200 years ago.
Yeah, now we've got so much medical fucking knowledge and all this shit. You don't have to have 6 kids just to have 2 of them survive till adulthood.
Yeah.
Fucking, but that just determines that like fucking a lot of these Sheilas are running around fucking a whole bunch of cunts with no frangers and stuff like that, and getting pregnant all the time to the point that they need the fucking the abortions to be used as contraception and all this kind of shit. But
Elephant.
those are the kinds of
Oh my
cunts you don't want to root in the first place because it's by the sounds of it they're running around collecting VD like Pokemon.
god. Gonorrhea. I choose you.
Mm. Well, they
uh
don't seem to give a shit. That's the whole point why you wear a rubber is not so much that you don't get pregnant, so that the cunt doesn't give you syphilis.
yeah. Don't trust them bitches.
And the bitches don't understand too. Is it like fucking? You know, even pulling out and getting fucking blown in the bloody face will probably can help stop them from getting VD. It's a different story with us. Once we poke it in there, we're fucked.
Yeah.
They've got to wait until we finish to get their extra special surprise.
Oh my God.
But then on top of that too, it's actually illegal to fucking communicate a venereal disease. So in some cases, it's akin to fucking murder.
We're real fucking canceled at this point. I'm convinced.
Yeah, we're telling too much truth.
Yeah. Nobody wants to be responsible, so you know, here comes the spam reports. Bring it on, mass. They're not actually saying anything wrong, but God forbid.
Fucking the only reason why I reckon Camel Toe believes in fucking abortions so much is because she's had to grab her ankles and let everyone fucking have their merry way with her just to get where she is. That she's had to fucking abort a bunch of kids, or else it would have been obvious to her husband.
That's terrible, Farty. That's terrible. You should be ashamed of yourself.
Well, you gotta imagine that simp cunt his fucking entire life is like, how can this fucking complete fucking retard get this far in life without fucking having a fucking brain? She must be fucking a bunch of cunts.
Yeah.
You know, but then, you know, well, fucking, if that's the case, she would have gotten pregnant a lot more. So, you know, not realizing she's been having abortions every fucking 6 weeks. And it's like fucking, she goes and gets a promotion, and then like 6 weeks later, it's like, oh no, not again. I'll have to have the next day off. Fucking got to go see the clinic. Scrape this little bastard out.
It's fucked up, dude. That's fucked up, Farty. You're a real fucked up guy. You know that?
Well, I saw a meme with this Sheila who's got fucking, I've had like 20 abortions or something like that. And there's like more people have died inside this woman. And then the next panel is like a picture of Columbine High School.
Oh yeah, with that we're definitely canceled. Oh man, okay. We're gonna end things there for now for this week, guys. Thank you for hanging out with us. We will be back again next week with our usual bullshit of, you know, bullshit. Because who the fuck listens to this anyway, right? What the hell? What the hell are we talking about? We don't fucking know. We're just showing up. So we're going to see you guys next week. 5 a.m. Central Time, 6 a.m. Eastern Time. And I don't know what time that is Australian, but you know, I'm sure it's a time.
8 p.m.
8 p.m. Okay, 8 p.m. Yeah. Australian time.
8 p.m. the day after, or actually
the day before.
The normal day, the day behind.
The day before, because you're in the future.
Mm-hmm. And holy shit, you should see what's coming tomorrow. Holy fucking Christ. Oh, you thought it was bad now. Wait till you fucking see what's coming.
Oh no, Farty. Don't do this to me. Alright guys, see you next week. Have yourselves a great time. Thanks for hanging out with us. Farty?
Boobies.
Frank and Farty, they're a couple of jerks. Can't stand each other, but somehow it works. Yelling and screaming, it's all in good fun. 2 hours a week, and then they're done. It's garbage, yeah, it's a mess. With Frank and Farty, you know the rest. Buddy Doku's gone, ghost in the stream. He's like Bigfoot in our podcast dream. Frank thinks he's smart, Farty thinks he's right. Put them together and they'll start a fight. Doku's hiding, who knows where. Probably eat his snacks in his underwear. Nuke the site from orbit, it's the only way. Aliens got it right, we always say. Blow it all up, start it anew. But we'll be back next week just for you. It's garbage, yeah, it's a mess. With Frank and Farty. who's gone. Ghost in the stream, he's like Bigfoot in our podcast dream. So thanks for listening to this crazy ride. Frank and Farty always side by side. It's garbage.